for the Eagles as they are driving here on the first drive, James. And we're in Buena Vista, Georgia. Am I saying that right?
Buena Vista,
okay.
Not Buena Vista.
Buena Vista, Georgia, home of the Marion County Eagles, and have a very nice stadium here. If you've never been here before, this is my first trip. And they won the state championship. Was it 2013?
2013 was state championship. Yeah, they lost in the state semifinals last year. Currently ranked number 4 in the state.
McKinnon takes a snap. He runs the quarterback draw. He's set on his feet. He's near the goal line. And it is a touchdown for the Eagles. A 13-yard run. They had it 1st and 10 from the Bleckley 13. And McKinnon, he faked Thomas, and then he won a quarterback draw right in the middle and broke several tackles along the way. I thought we had him stopped a couple of times, but he kept his legs going, and a 13-yard run and 6-0 with the extra point to come, 8:13 to go in the first quarter. So James, Marion strikes quickly, showing why they're one of the top 8 schools in the state. I think they said before the game they're ranked number 4 in the state at the moment.
Correct.
And they're going to go for 2. They throw in the end zone. It's complete, and they get the 2 points. They fake the extra point. Number 14, the kicker, who was Caleb Minard, not Kennard. And he threw to the receiver, Holloway, who makes the catch, and it's 8-0, just like that. As we were not ready for that fake 2-point conversion. So 8:13 to go. The Eagles will kick it off. Again, we were off last week, James, but the Royals come in at 2-1. And is Marion undefeated? Am I right on that?
They are 3-0. They have won 14-0 over Sly County, 41-8, and I think their other one was. Hold on, I got it here somewhere.
And Sly County is their
47-0.
Sly County is their neighboring county, so I would say a little bit of a rivalry there, maybe.
Absolutely. They've outscored their opponents 102-8 this year.
Marion County has been a strong team for a while now. We played them last year over in Bleckley, and it was an offensive shootout. Ended up being 41-39 with the Eagles taking the victory.
Closest game of the year for the Eagles, except for a loss to Clinch County in the state semifinals.
A short kick. We got an up-man ticket. That's Marcus Brown. Takes it up to 30. He's up to the 35, near the 38-yard line. And that's going to be where we spotted right there. So the Royals have good field position. Menard. I keep calling him Kennard. It's actually Menard, something to him on the kick there for the Eagles. And it's just shy of the 38-yard line. Be 1st and 10 Bleckley. Like I said earlier, James, nice stadium here, nice complex where they have this thing built.
Yeah, it is very nice. The red stands on the other side, and with the backs, and then and the flooring as well. And then over here, just plain silver bleachers. But these bleachers haven't been here too long. They built those at least more recent than the last time I came to a game.
1st and 10. Dominic Sasser, quarterback. He's in the shotgun. He's got Tripp to the right, and he gives it to Kenzio Hayes on a read, and Kenzio sit on his feet over the 40 and drive him back before progress from getting around the 42-yard line. We gain about 4, be 7-6. I was just about to say the visitor side is nicer than a lot of home sides I've seen in the stadium. We're in our own press box here, and it's just not a box. It's a nice press box here.
There's five separate
rooms, yeah.
5 separate areas here.
All right, 2nd and 6. Bryce Bailey in a Wildcat now. He takes the snap and he runs it. He's over to 45 and near the 50. Going to be a first down, I think. Yep, right at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10. Bryce Bailey just took a quarterback draw right up the middle, and they mark it the toes of the football touching the 50-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 Royals right there.
And after a 41-39 victory for the Eagles last year, they are expecting a close one here, a shootout like we had last year. Only giving up 8 points so far this year, but are expecting to give up more this year.
Sasser in the shotgun, but they snap it to Kenzio Hayes, and he's up to about the Marion County 43-yard line. Kind of a surprise move there. I don't think we've seen that all year. Sasser was in the shotgun, but when they snapped it, he kind of stepped to the right, and Hayes caught the snap and just right up the gut.
He threw his hands up in there. I thought he was signaling a touchdown at first, but then I realized he was faking.
And a gain of 7, be 2nd and 3 from the 43-yard line. Sasser back in the shotgun. He has Hayes and Bailey in the backfield with him now. And they snap it to Sasser. He gives it, fakes to Hayes, and they're going to run the option. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to get the first down inside the 40, down to around the 37, maybe the 36-yard line. He ran the option with Bailey, but they had the pitch man covered, so he kept it. And a good decision there by Sasser. And it's up to the Eagle 36, 1st and 10. So the Royals now on the move after falling behind 8-0 early here. with 6:38 and counting to go in the quarter. And now Sasser brings them up. He's got twins on each side, and Hayes in the backfield with him. Shotgun formation. And Marcus Brown will go in motion. He takes a snap. He fakes. He's rolling to his left. Dumps it out to Brown, out in the flat. Brown just dropped the football. He was open up around the 33-yard line and had some room to get some more yardage, James, but hit him in the wrong spot, right in the hands.
Yeah. It's the worst place to hit somebody.
I think Brown may have turned to run before he actually caught that.
I just got a comment here that Georgia Prep Scoreboard is listening to us.
All right, we appreciate those guys. 2nd and 10 now. Sasser will go wide this time, and Bailey will come in as a Wildcat quarterback. Hayes in the backfield. And actually, that's Williams. Williams goes in motion. Bailey takes the snap, going to run it right in the middle. He's got a little room. He's up near the 30, and it looks to be a gain of about 6. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 right there. And with 6:12 to go and counting here in the first quarter. 8-0, Marion leads it on because they took the open drive down the field to score. Sasser back in a quarterback now. He's got twins to the left, one guy to the right. That's Williams in the backfield with him. And it looked as though they jumped off sides, but no flag.
He was in the neutral zone.
Yeah, but in high school, you don't have to make contact. You just have to break that neutral zone. But no flag on the play. 3rd down. Sasser takes the snap. He fakes. He's looking. Throwing long down the right sideline. Trying to hit Marcus Brown down around the 10-yard line. And it's incomplete, or did he intercept it? He intercepted it.
Intercepted by DeChristian Hollis, number 11.
Right around the 5-yard line. Brown.
Well, it was a little bit underthrown.
Yeah.
Brown went up and tried to play defense on it, but
the best we could hope for.
Hollis had a better position on that.
And who was that pick up? Hollis?
Hollis, DeChristian Hollis, number 11.
Hollis, number 11. They both went up, but like you said, underthrown football. The best we could hope for was to break it up. And they actually marked it at the 2-yard line. I thought it was right around the 5, but I knew
that might have been where he got the ball. He got hit with the ball, but where he fell and landed.
So the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line after the interception by Hollis that thwarted the Royals' drive there. McCannon's in the shotgun. He's got Thomas in the backfield with him. He's got trips to the right, nobody to the left. Standing in his own end zone. He takes the snap. He gives it to Hollis, Thomas on the read, and not much. He got a couple yards up to about the 3, maybe the 4. It'll be 2nd down, and well, they're actually, let's see where they do spot this ball. No, this will be about the 3. 2nd down and about 9. He got about 1 on the play. And 5:20 to go in the first quarter. 8-0. Marion leads it. McCannon's in the shotgun again. This time nobody in the backfield. We got twins on each side now. Thomas goes in motion, and he gives it to Thomas. He fakes to Thomas, and McCannon keeps it, gets over the 5, that's around the 6-yard line. They hit Thomas. I thought he had it.
If Thomas had it, we had a safety.
Yeah, they tackled Thomas in the end zone, but unfortunately he didn't have the ball. So McCannon faked me on that one. I thought Thomas had it. And they faked the jet sweep, and it's at the 6. It's going to be 2nd down and about 5, looks like. They got to get to the 11. No, 2nd down and 6. They got to get to the 12 for the 1st down. 3rd down, rather, not 2nd down. And James, I see we have 24 viewers at the moment.
Yep, 24 right now.
We need a few more than that, folks. Tell your friends. 3rd down and about 6. McCannon shotgun with Thomas in the backfield. He's rolling to his left. He's looking to throw. He's still looking, throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Almost caught up around the 25-yard line, right in front of our bench, number 4.
I think if he had not tried to adjust his hands on that ball, he would have pulled that down. But he had it in his hands, and when he tried to pull it down, that's when he lost it.
Malcavius Kelly, number 4, right around the 25, right in front of our bench there on the sideline. And like you said, James, I thought it was going to be complete the way he went up, but on the way down, it went bobbling out.
And of course, McCannon had big numbers last year in that game. I'm sure we all remember him.
Menard will punt it. He's deep in his own end zone. We got Bryce Bailey, and I can't tell who the other goes back deep. And it's a high, short kick. Bryce Bailey will field it at the 40. He's up to the 35, gets the block, up to the 30, and brought down right at the 30-yard line. Great field position for the Royals now. 1st and 10 from the Marion County 30.
Yeah, I'll say, McCannon obviously last year plays both ways.
Did he?
A lot of the guys at these single-A schools will play both ways. You see that a lot. McCannon had a big game against us on both sides of the ball last year, throwing the ball, running the ball, and playing defense. So I'm sure, obviously, we're keen on him quite a bit. But talked to their AD before the game. Number 15, which is Brandon Thomas, really good running back. They got a couple of big wide receivers as well. So.
Well, they mark it at the 31. 1st and 10. Bailey in the Wildcat formation. He'll take it, snap. He'll run it right up the gut. He's over to 30, getting near the 25, and the pile pushes him back. Let's see what they give him. May spotting around the 26, maybe a gain of 5 on the play. And looks like they're going to put it on the 27. A gain of 4. It's going to be 2nd down and 6 right there. We had 3:48 to go in county here in the first quarter. 8-0. Marion leads it. We had a drive going. We threw an interception at their 2-yard line, but we got it back on a 3 and out. We have it 2nd and 6 from their 27. Sasser back in at quarterback now. He'll send a man in motion. He takes the snap and he gives it to Patrick Taylor on a little jet sweep, and he's trying to get inside the 30 or inside the 25 rather, and he's down around the 22-yard line. He may be about a yard shy of the first down here.
And based on where that pick happened and then, the ball punted back where we started this drive, really nothing hurt there,
right?
Other than Sasser stats.
And the defense did what they had to do.
Yeah, defense did what they had to do.
Got a 3 and out deep in their own territory. And they mark it at the 22, 3rd and a yard now.
Good crowd here from Bleckley County.
I'm thinking definitely 4-down territory here, and we got an official timeout. They got a player going off with his helmet in his hand. Or did Marion call the timeout? I thought the official signaled official. Yeah, he did, because he's calling the team back on the field.
Number 84, that's Jaden Benefield.
During an official timeout, you can't go to the sideline, so the official is waving both teams back on. Really, just our team went to the sideline. And the kid with the helmet off is off the field, so now we're ready to go. 3rd and a yard now. Sasser in the shotgun. Twins to the right, one guy to the left. He has Hayes in the backfield with him. Now Sasser gets under center, and he's going to run the quarterback sneak. He's going to get the first down and more. Inside the 20, down around the 17 or 18, somewhere in there. It will be 1st and 10. So very seldom do we do under center snaps unless we're doing the victory formation.
Yeah.
But
speaking of the victory formation, did you see Tulane?
I watched that game until halftime, and then old age got me. I went to sleep.
Well, they faked the kneel down and threw the ball.
Oh, really?
And picked up enough to end up going for it and possibly getting field goal range. Ended up with a 47-yard touchdown pass.
Bryce Bailey in the Wildcat takes the snap and gets up to about the 15-yard line, maybe just over the 15.
I haven't seen the kneel play, but I remember seeing people fake a spike or fake the knee and then throw a pass, and that's what they pulled on Houston last night.
The gain is 3 up to the 15 to be 2nd and 7 right there. Now Sasser back in at shotgun. He has Hayes in the backfield with him. He has twins to the left, one to the right. 2nd down and about 7. Now Hayes will go in motion. And he takes the snap. He gives it back to Hayes on a counter play, and that didn't do much because Hayes and Sasser kind of bumped into one another, and by the time they made the handoff, the penetration was there.
Yeah, the defense didn't bite on that misdirection there.
And he lost about a half a yard. It's going to be in 3rd down and about 7.5 down. Good to see Hayes back. He was not in uniform for the Telfair game, and I still have to find out why. 3rd down and about 7.5, almost 8. Sasser in the shotgun, trips to the right. One guy to the left. He takes the snap. He's rolling right. He's looking to throw. Throwing out the flat here. It's complete to Marcus Brown up around the 5-yard line. This is going to be a 1st down. I'm thinking right around the 5. It's going to be 1st and goal. Marcus Brown just run a simple down and out. And it is dead on the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Bleckley from the Marion 5. With 1:36 to go, and it's 8-0. I have to keep turning to my left to see the scoreboard here.
Sasser has come off the field.
Now, Bailey in the Wildcat with the jumbo 2 defensive linemen with him. He takes the snap, gives it to Hayes behind those big bodies, and Hayes is at the goal line, waiting on the official. Touchdown, Bleckley County! Hayes thought he got him, but the official got not really knocked down, but knocked out of the play, and by the time he recovered, he did signal touchdown. So Bleckley is on the board, 8-6 now. And James, let's see if we go for 2 to try to tie this thing. I think we will.
It looks like you got Kearney out there on the field.
Okay. No, that's
No, I'm sorry, Connor.
Trey Corner. Is on the field. We will kick the extra point. Sasser will hold it. But a 5-yard run by Kinsey O'Hayes has put Bleckley's first touchdown on the board. And Trey Corner will try the extra point. Sasser will hold it. There's a snap. It's set down. Kick is up. And the kick is no good. Off to the right. So missed the extra point. Missed the score 8-6. Marion leads it. We'll take a timeout and be right back here listening to Royal Football on the Royal Football Network. All right, welcome back, everybody. With a minute 29 to go in the first quarter, the score is 8-6. Marion leads it. Hugh Kearney will kick it off for the Royals. Back deep for the Eagles is number 6, McKinnon. He's the quarterback. He's kind of do everything, I guess, James.
He does. I don't think he leaves the field, to be honest.
When you got an athlete like that, though, you need him probably touching the ball as much as he can.
You got number 5, Jesse Davis, back as deep as well.
McKinnon's standing right around the 5-yard line. Kearney will kick it off. It's a high, long, end-over-end kick. McKinnon will field it right around the 5. He's up to the 10, cuts back to the middle of the field, the 15. Breaks one tackle at the 15, set on his feet, cuts back to the right, up to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, down the sideline. He's at midfield. He cuts back to the middle of the field, 45, 40, and finally brought down at the Bleckley 40-yard line. So what a return by McKinnon. We had him hemmed in right around the 15-yard line.
He made a cut. He planted that left foot, cut right, went all the way down the sideline, cut back in, and also brought a couple guys, and finally Bryce Bailey was able to get his legs and pull him down.
And it's right at the Bleckley 40-yard line. Score update: Fitzgerald leads Dodge 8-7 first quarter. That's courtesy of Mr. Kevin Carr. We'll go over the region schedule here. All the teams in our region playing tonight in just a moment.
Well, we got a magic number of 1 for the Braves, and they're up 1-0 in the third inning against the Giants.
Either our Braves win or Washington loss. It's clinched, correct?
We're going to take it from a win, though.
Yeah, feels a little bit better, doesn't it? All right, 1st and 10 from the Bleckley 40. McKinnon shotgun. He has one running back with him back there, and he'll send the man in motion. He takes a snap. Low snap. He picks it up. Looking to throw. Going long down the middle of the field. Around the goal line. Got him in down there. It's caught. And touchdown, Marion County.
Number 17, Johnny Walker, touchdown Eagles.
We had a guy right on him, but the throw was right where it had to be. It was dead on target. And that was number 17 who made the catch, Johnny Walker.
Number 19, Lamont Webb on the coverage, and
Boy,
he covered as well as he could.
The coverage was there. You couldn't ask for any better, but the throw was pinpoint accuracy as it hit Walker on stride.
Fantastic catch by Walker diving for that ball.
Menard in for the extra point. They'll line up to kick this time. Let's see if they kick it or fake it again. They will kick it, and kick is up. The kick is good. Score now, Marion 15, Bleckley 6, with 55 seconds to go in the quarter here. So the Royals give up the huge return on the kick and then the long pass on the very next play. And James Red looks so far, neither defense has stopped the other, other than the interception, and we did have a 3-and-out on them so far. And going to Region 3 AA, Dodge County, of course, at Fitzgerald, they trail 8-7. Dublin and Brooks County 7-7. East Lawrence is not playing tonight, I don't think. Southwest out of Macon, they're trailing Lee County 7-0. Boy, that may get ugly there. Lee County very strong.
Yeah.
Another short kickoff, and Marcus Brown picks it up around the 35. He's hit right there. He knocks his helmet off. Marcus Brown got nailed right at the 30 and his helmet flew off. I don't see a flag, but Bleckley will have it 1st and 10 from their own 30.
You know, in college that would be a flag because he suplexed him. In NFL that would be a flag because he suplexed him. And he knocked his helmet off and then still suplexed. Well, another guy knocked his helmet off, but still. I cannot believe there was not a flag thrown on that.
He suplexed the man without a helmet on, but no penalty.
And I know the white end. I'm going to try and catch him afterwards, not to ask him about that, but I was going to try and catch him afterwards, talk to him, but that is definitely an interesting.
Washington County in our region, they trail Swainsboro 13-0. And Northeast, no, they don't Northeast either, so that's your region for Region 3 AA. All right, Sasser in the shotgun. Now he's got twins to the right, one to the left. He'll shift the H back over, takes a snap, and he gives it to Archangel Hayes on a jet sweep, trying to get him around the corner, and nothing doing. He's going to lose yardage back to around the 25. But James, I agree with you. That was a scary-looking hit on that suplex.
Well, I mean, when they hit him, he lost his helmet. They blew the whistle right away, and the guy still suplexed him after that.
Yeah, and that's
why I'm worried about it.
That's another thing I was thinking about. In high school, the ball carrier's helmet comes off, the play's supposed to be blown dead right there.
And it was right away. They blew the whistle.
And then you had a suplex after that. And I don't understand why there was not a flag on that after the whistle was blown. There's a flag down on this play.
I don't know if you remember 2 or 3 years ago, we saw a helmet come off and they didn't blow the play dead.
they just had a flag on that play. There was a chop block on Bleckley, and Marion chose to take the penalty instead of the play. So the penalty backs them up to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down and about 17 or 18 from there. And now they stop play again. The play lost yardage back to the 25. That's why I can't understand why.
I think the discussion is they wanted to take it.
It was a chop block penalty. The flag was dropped at the 33, which I thought that would be a 15-yarder, but they didn't mark off 15 yards. They only marked off 10.
Yeah.
And now the white hat is going over to talk to the Marion coach. Maybe he did.
They only marked off. Yeah, they marked off 10. They took it back to it's going to be first and 19 right now.
But I thought he said chop block penalty. Maybe I misunderstood what was being called. Maybe it was a hold. And
now we're probably going to have some trouble here as they try to figure out what this prior spot was. Yeah, they're trying to figure out what the prior spot was and take that play. They're declining the penalty.
They do put it on the 25. Down. That's where the tackle was made. So it's going to be second down and 15 from the 25 instead of second down and 18 from the 22. So Sasser back in the shotgun again. He'll have twins to the right, one to the left. And he'll send a man in motion. And now, well, the official has not blown it in play. Now he has. So
let's see the play clocks here.
And he'll send a man in motion. Sasser takes a snap. He gives it to Hayes on the same play. He's hit behind the line on the same play again. We'll lose yardage back to around the inside the 20, back around the 17 maybe.
Number 2 tackling in the backfield, but that play is just trying to stretch it out, and it's not getting there.
Score update: Fitzgerald 14, Dodge County 7. So Fitzgerald leading Dodge there. It's going to be third down and about 20, about 25 there, James. We are really shooting ourselves in the foot on this drive. I think the quarter will run out right there with the score. Marion 15, Bleckley 6. We'll be back in just a moment. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Royal Football on the Royal Football Network. Okay, welcome back, everybody. We're about to start the second quarter. It's third down and 25 for the Royals, and they're sitting at their own 13-yard line. And, James, are we downwind of the county fair here?
No, that's just a smell.
A foul odor has come through here. I don't know if you don't smell that.
I don't. But you got to remember, I'm from Marion County.
It smells like maybe a hog truck drove by.
Okay.
Anyway,
you know what? We got a lot of chicken plants out here.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
There's a lot of chicken places out here, so that could be what it was.
Yeah, we are downwind of it, whatever it is. Third down, about 25 now. Sasser in the shotgun. And he takes a snap, he fakes, he's wanting to throw, he's looking. Going out down the right side, incomplete. He threw out, and Marcus Brown cut in. So miscommunication there between quarterback and receiver, and it's going to be fourth down. The Royals will have to punt it.
Hey, you know that hymn that like the sweet smell after the rain? Mm-hmm. Y'all always said whoever wrote that was not from Buena Vista.
Okay.
Because when we had the chicken plant here, of course it closed down a couple of years ago, but when it would rain, Oh, it stunk. In town, not so much in the rest of the county, but in town it would stink really bad. So.
All right, 4th down and 25 from our own 17-yard line.
There I got a whiff of it, okay.
Is that Kearney? Yeah, Kearney will punt it.
Kearney will punt it, yes.
And they got a guy back deep at their own 45-yard line. Can't tell who that is from here. Oh, a high snap, but Kearney gets it off. And pretty good punt, being the pressure he's under, and it hits around the Bleckley 45, takes the Bleckley roll over to 50, over to Marion 45, and down around their 42-yard line. That was McCannon, everything from Marion back there.
Yeah.
Returns kicks, quarterbacks, and plays on defense as well.
That was a short punt, but it took a really good bounce for Bleckley. With that high snap, I really was scared he was going to get it blocked, and I think he was too, just worried about getting it off at that point.
He had about 4 or 5 guys all over him when he kicked that, but he got it away.
But it also gave McCannon no shot at getting to it because it was shorter.
So Marion takes over at their own 42. They lead 15-6 with 11:45 to go here in the half. And McCannon is in shotgun. He's got a wide out, 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. And I think that's Thomas in the backfield with him. He takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Still looking. Plenty of time. Throws down the left sideline. Got a man wide open. It's complete at the Bleckley 40. Breaks one tackle up to the 35 down the sideline and run out of bounds around the 30, inside the 30, maybe around the 29. He kind of got in a soft spot in that zone, James. He's in between 2 guys. And
yeah, I don't know if you remember last year.
If McCannon doesn't lob that pass, he may have scored on that.
I don't know if you remember last year, but that was our big problem. Was we in this game is they had about 3 wide open touchdowns where they just beat our defense.
You know, he lobbed that. He threw some zip on that.
Yeah.
You know, he had to wait on it kind of like a kick. 1st and 10 from the Bleckley 29. And McCannon takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself on a draw, and he's going to get up to about, maybe a couple, up to about the 27. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 right there. So Marion on the move again. They already lead 15-6. 11-18 in counting here in the half. Remind everybody the Royals return home next week to begin region play against the Northeast Raiders. And James, I'm thinking that it's going to be a homecoming game for us, I believe.
It is, and I was going to tell you I'm hoping that Jesse's available because I'm out next week.
McCannon takes the snap. He fakes. He's rolling to his right. Throwing long towards the end zone. Got a man there. Battle for the ball. Battle around. Incomplete. A lot of contact down there, but no flag. It looked as though it may have been a little offensive pushing there, but no flag.
It looked like if it was anything, it was both ways. I mean, if it was anything, it was offensive, but it could have been both ways, and they let it play it out.
Right around the goal line, a lot of pushing. And number 4 was the receiver, Holloway. And it'll be 3rd down and about 9. They gave him a yard on the early run. And James, I was looking at the Marion their players, their jerseys, it looks like a number on their sleeve, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not. I think it's just a white stripe with a black sleeve.
And when you glance at it quickly, you're thinking that's number 1. So
everybody's wearing number 1.
Yeah, well, you know, McCannon was 6, but but everybody's got that. McCannon shotgun rolling to his right, looking to throw, 3rd down, still looking. Throws out here in the flat, complete up around the 25 and run out of bounds inside the 25, around the 22. It's going to be 4th down. Looks like it's going to be 4th and short right there.
You don't see the.
I'm thinking they're going to go for I'm thinking 4 down territory here for Marion.
Yeah, you're probably out of range. Now they had a kicker about
4th and about 3. It's sitting at the 22, and they got to get to the 19.
They had a kicker about 7-8 years ago that could have made this. A.J. Wells.
All right, 4th down. They're going to go for it. McCannon shotgun. Hard count, trying to get us off sides, and they do. There comes the flag. Our defensive end on the far side jumped, and that's going to be 5 yards and a 1st down.
So that was called against us, but not for us earlier.
And they mark it at the Bleckley 17, be 1st and 10 right there. So, okay, I didn't know what the referee was doing, but now he's ready to go. They blow it in right there. 1st and 10 from the Bleckley 17. 10:50 to go in the half here. We're down 15-6, and they're threatening again. McCannon in the shotgun. He has twins to the left, one guy to the right, and Thomas is in the backfield with him. They do have H back up there. There's a snap. McCannon wanting to throw. Throws out in the flat. It's complete to McCannon behind the line, but he's going to get up to the 15, down around the 10, and run out of bounds, I thought. Yep, inside the 10. Or actually just shy of the 10 maybe, and it's going to be 10 or about 6 maybe. It's going to be 2nd down right there. he caught it well behind the line, back around the 20 maybe.
A little toss out there to the left to Thomas from McCannon. Nothing fancy.
And it'll be 2nd and 4 from the 11. They got to get to the 7 for the first down. McCannon's shotgun now. Twins to the right, one guy to the left. Nobody in the backfield. He'll send the man in motion. And he fakes. McCannon keeps it on the quarterback keeper, and he's hit right away. Lucky he had a hole there, but it closed in a hurry, and he's going to be close to the first down, though, I think. Let's see what
34 Willie Harris on that tackle.
He's going to be about a yard shy. It's going to be 3rd and a yard from the 8. They're going to get to the 7. That hole was open there. Lucky he's going to have a lot of room, but it closed quickly. And now we send the big beef in. We just send in 3 big guys and took out 3 smaller guys. 3rd and about a yard. McCannon in the shot. Now they blow it dead. I think we're going to call a timeout, and we do. Bleckley calls the time here. And, James, like I said, next week the Royals open up region play at home against Northeastern. It is homecoming.
And Mr. Jesse, if you're listening, I need a fill-in. I got volleyball that night.
There you go. I'll have to drag Mr. Jesse Peavy out of semi-retirement. I'll give him. He's probably going to be in Athens tomorrow if I get him, if he's not already up there. They got a game tomorrow in Athens, don't they?
I think there's a pretty big one. Yeah, I was reading the stat.
They can be on TV. I don't know.
Yeah, I was reading something the other day. The average ticket price is $611 as of Monday.
No.
That's the 4th highest ticket price, average ticket price in the last 5 years.
As much as I love Georgia football, no thank you. I'll sit at home and watch it.
The other 3 above it were Georgia Notre Dame in 2017, $615. Georgia Alabama in the SEC Championship at 18, and Georgia Auburn in the SEC Championship at 17.
I can't see doing that when I can sit in my recliner, watch it, and can go get something to eat and go to the restroom anytime I want.
Yep. Average ticket price for that Georgia Auburn SEC Championship was $785.
Okay, here we go. 3rd and a yard now. The timeout is up. McCannon in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself, trying to get around the right side, and he's hit behind the line. He's going to lose yardage.
Hayes got him out
around the 9. So big play by the Royal defense there. It goes from 3rd and a yard to 4th, and let's see, it should be around the 9. It's going to be 4th and about 2 now, and of course they're going to go for this. We went for it earlier on 4th down.
Yeah, Hayes got out there and met him on that end when he tried to get around, and was able to pull him down.
So big tackle by Kenzio Hayes there. It's 4th and 2 from the Bleckley 9 now. With 9:30 and counting. Well, they stopped the clock at 9:30. Timeout, Marion.
We'll take a timeout with him on the Bleckley County Royals Football Network.
All right, welcome back, everybody. The timeout is up. It's 4th down and 2 for Marion from the Bleckley 9. And they are going to go for it. They line up 3 wide to the right. Thomas is in the backfield with McCannon. And we sent a guy on late, but he'll make it in time. They just blew it in play. You got to look out for the pass here because they do have 3 wide to the right. McCannon takes the snap, rolling to his right. He's looking to throw. He's looking, throws there in the flat, and it's incomplete. Bleckley has held. He threw it low. They had a guy right around the 5-yard line, and he threw it low in the dirt. So Bleckley holds on downs and will take over at their own 9-yard line, 1st and 10. So a big stand by the Bleckley defense.
And that was number 4. Kelly went down to try and make that catch, but he was just a little bit short of it.
So 1st and 10, Bleckley from the 9 now at their goal line stand with 9:24 to go in the half. 15-6, Marion leads it. And it looks like Bryce Spady will line up in the Wildcat formation again. Dominic Sasser split out wide to the left. And that's Hayes in the backfield with Bailey takes the snap. He fakes to Hayes, keeps it himself up the middle, and he's got a few yards up to around maybe the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6 right there.
I think Kelly, after playing wide receiver a little bit, was happy to be lined up on Sasser. So Kelly, knowing that Sasser was regular quarterback, he's had to be lined up on him out there. Take a break.
Same formation again. This time Bailey gives it to Hayes around the end. He's got room. He's got the 1st down and more all the way up to around the 25-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10. Bleckley just ran the the jet sweep to Hayes coming around the right side. And they put it right on the 25, 1st and 10, Bleckley right there. So we get out of the hole a little bit with that run.
You know, with Bailey and Hayes in the backfield, that's two of the 4x100
right. State
champs.
Yep. Sasser back in at quarterback now. He has Hayes in the backfield with him. He takes the snap in. He gives it to Hayes again. And this time around the left side. Gets a block up to the 30, but hit hard at the 30 and falls forward to about the 31. Boy, somebody laid the wood to him, but he kept his feet and fell forward.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to try to make a cut, and he just stopped and took the hit.
And they're marking on the 32, gain of about 7 on the play. Going to be 2nd down and 3. And Bryce Bailey would go back to the Wildcat again. This time he has Williams in the backfield with him as Hayes came off the field after that hit. They have to shake the cobwebs out. Bailey takes a step, and he fakes to Williams, going to keep it himself. He's got the 1st down up to the 35, all the way up to almost the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Bleckley from just shy of the 40-yard line. Actually, those in football is going to touch the 40.
You know, we're picking up a few yards at a time, but that's what you got to do. You just got to keep moving the ball forward.
Bailey back in at the Wildcat again. Takes the snap. This time he gives it to Williams on the jet sweep, trying to get him around the right side. He's got a guy on his back, pulls away from him, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be about it. Well, actually, they say he stepped out of bounds back at the 36. He's going to lose 4 yards.
Yeah, it's not a stretch play. They've got a lot of speed on that Marion County team. That stretch play is just getting stretch all the way out to the side. We're not getting what we need on
Number 62 was chasing him, who you think wouldn't have the speed, but he was right there with him. And the loss is back to the 36.
Offensive lineman and defensive end.
So 2nd and 14, and Sasser's back in at quarterback now. And he has Hayes in the backfield with him. He'll send his H-back Maxwell in motion. He takes the snap. He fakes.
And Maxwell leaned forward too quick.
Was that Maxwell? Or?
Yeah.
No, it's not Maxwell. That's number 3. That's number 3. That's Eli Mullis, young freshman.
Yeah, he just leaned forward too quick.
Yeah, usually Maxwell number 21 is the
That's
H-back,
right, yeah.
But Eli Mullis, the young freshman, is in that H-back, and you're right, he did lean a little forward. The penalty's back to the 31 now, so it's going to be...
Mullis was the quarterback for the middle school.
Right, he is quarterback, you're right.
Won the championship last year.
Patrick Taylor comes in, and Williams will go out. It's 2nd down and about 19 now, back to the 31-yard line. Sasser in the shotgun with Taylor in the backfield with him. He takes the snap. He gives it to Taylor. He's going to reverse it back around number 10, who's going to be hit behind the line, but he does get back to the line of scrimmage and maybe gain the yard. That's about the 22.
Jameer Marshall.
Jameer Marshall was this guy, number 10, on the reverse. But
they're acting like there was a fumble over there, but I think, if I remember correctly, wasn't Marshall the one that had some ball security problems at Telfair?
I think so. And it's up to the 32, gain of a yard. It'll be 3rd and about 18 right there. With 7:38 counting to go here. Marion leads it 15-6. Sasser in the shotgun now. Trips to the left, twins to the right. He takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's looking, going long down the middle of the field. To Marcus Brown, he overthrew him. And looked like there'd been some holding here on the defensive back, but no flag on the play. Boy, it looked like the defensive back had Brown by the jersey, James.
Yeah, that wasn't holding. That was pass interference.
And no flag. The pass was over Brown's head, and like I said, he was being interfered with and could catch up with it. That's going to make it 4th and 18. Coach Lassiter not a happy camper at the moment. You can't blame him.
Sideline warning, but I didn't see who it was on.
But that looked to be obvious pass interference, but no flag.
I think it was a sideline warning against Marion County.
A sideline warning on Marion, but that's a warning the first time, no yardage marked off. So Kearney will punt it for Bleckley, and McCannon back deep for Marion at his own 32-yard line. There's a snap, another high snap, but Harney gets it, gets the kick off. Pretty good punt. Going to hit it around Marion 45. He goes out of bounds over there. Let's see where he spotted out of bounds at. And waiting on the official. He stops at the Marion 47-yard line. Be 1st and 10 right there. So Bleckley stopped them on downs at their own 9, James. They moved out, picked up a couple first downs up around the 40, then lost some yardage on a couple of penalties, and then had to punt it away.
Yeah, we were just moving the ball, running it up the middle, running in between tackles, and keeping it right there off the end. And we got backwards on one play, and that's where it sent us reeling a little bit. Had that one stretch play and lost about 4 yards on that first down, and just kind of went backwards after that. Or really nowhere. We didn't go anywhere.
1st and 10 from their own 27. Now Buchanan in the shotgun. He's got Thomas in the backfield with him. A low snap. He fakes to Thomas, keeping himself around the left side. There goes Buchanan. He's in Bleckley territory. Up around the 40. Inside the 40. The ball comes out. And Bleckley saying they have it. And we do. Bleckley County football. Somebody stripped him right around the Bleckley 35-yard line.
I couldn't tell who it was, but somebody whipped on the tackle, went over the top of him. The next guy grabbed him as he spun and popped it right out. So,
but he had a big run. He was up to the Bleckley 35, and the ball got stripped out, like you said, James, the second guy there. Bleckley falls on it, and he marked it at our 34, 1st and 10.
And you were right earlier. The sun went down, and it's gotten cooler.
Feels a little better than that, yeah.
Those doors being open helps.
Thank goodness it wasn't a 98-degree day like we have had recently.
Yeah, absolutely.
1st and 10 from our own 34 now. Sasser back in at quarterback. Twins to the left, one guy to the right. Looks like Hayes in the backfield with it. He takes the snap and he fakes. He throws out the flat, complete to Marcus Brown up around the 40, breaks one tackle, still on his feet and run out of bounds around the 45. It's going to be a 1st down, I think, if he gets the correct spot here. Now let's see.
They actually did not give him the 1st down.
Well, they're moving the chains. They mark it at the 44. They're moving the chains without even looking at it. So 1st and 10, Bleckley from our own 44. Sasser in the shotgun. Twins
I
to
thought
the
the 1st down was the yard line.
Takes the snap, gives it to Hayes on the read right at the middle, and he's going to get a few yards up to about the 40, not quite the 48. They may mark it just over the 47, gain of about 3 on the play.
First down was actually the 45, and the markers moved before
they could look at it.
They could look at it, and so they just gave it to him.
So 2nd down at the 47, 2nd and 7, gain of 3. Sasser in the shotgun now. He'll send trips to the left, nobody to the right. Hayes in the backfield with him. Sasser takes the snap, he fakes, throws out here behind the line, complete to Marshall, gets a block. Down the sideline to the 50, 45, run out of bounds.
Brown has his helmet ripped off again.
Around the Marion 43, and Bryce Brown lost his helmet again trying to make a block out here. And but he got it back on. He's not coming out of the game.
Yeah, he's not coming out of the game. So he was obviously taken off, but nothing was called.
And if he take it off, it should be a penalty on the play.
Well, the defender took it off.
Yeah, and they're leaving, and now they're stopping the game. I think
they're telling him he's got to go off.
He's got to go off the field now. So Marcus
But
Brown
I think the official on this side is saying no, he doesn't, because it was ripped off.
They're talking it over now.
And then the White House going to ask him why didn't he throw the flag? Why didn't he throw a flag?
If it's ripped off, should be a penalty. And they're going to leave Brown in the game. They do reverse the call on that. Brown gets to stay in. 1st and 10 from the Marion 33. Now Bryce Bailey back in the Wildcat formation. He'll take the snap. He'll keep it himself. Right at the middle. Spins away from one guy. Dives over the 40. Gets down to around the 38-yard line.
And I don't know if you saw it, but as Brown was walking back over there, the official on the other side gave the signal like, well, where's the flag?
Yeah. And he should have been. They mark it at the 39, gain of about 4 on the play, going to be 2nd and 6.
He's lost his helmet 3 times tonight and hadn't had a flag called yet.
Bryce Bailey back in the Wildcat again. 2nd and about 6, he takes the snap, he fakes to Williams, going to keep it himself again. Trying to go down the left side, stiff arms the guy, down the sideline, there he goes, and run out of bounds. It's going to be a 1st down up around the 30-yard line. So Bryce Bailey, he stiff-armed the guy right at the line of scrimmage to get away from him.
Number 22, Jamal Sampson for the Eagles, made the tackle well, pushed him out of bounds. And Bailey lowered his shoulder to absorb the blow and didn't go down on it.
1st and 10 from the Marion 30-yard line now. Sasser back in the quarterback, Twins to the right, one guy to the left. He takes the snap, he fakes, he throws a slant, complete to Bryce Bailey, and he's going to get yardage up inside the 25. Let's see where they spotted Bleckley tent right there where they do their hold-up is in my way. I can't see where they marked it.
27.
And inside the 25 down around the 23.
I'm sorry, 22.
2nd down and about 3 now. Sasser takes it, gives it to Hayes on the read. He gets around the right side, gets the 1st down and more, cuts back in, he's inside the 15. Sit on his feet, inside the 10. Touchdown, Bleckley County! Artezio Hayes just went 23 yards, and he got the last 15 on his own. He was breaking tackles left and right, and he spun away from a guy around the 5 and then backpedaled into the end zone. So Bleckley cuts into the lead, making it 15-12. And I would think he'd go for 2 here, James. Looks like we're going to lead the offense on the field. With 5 minutes exactly to go in the half, it's 15-12 now. And we are going to go for 2.
And you go for 2 here because you'd be down by 3. So you get a choice, you at least a field goal at some
even
point.
If you miss it, a field goal still ties it. You're right. Well, going for 2. They're going to put it on the far hash. Sasser in the shotgun. Twins to the left. One got to the right. And it's like Butler in the backfield, Thomas in the backfield. They reverse it back to Bailey. He's going to throw to Dominic Sasser. And good. The 2-point conversion is good. That will make it 15-14. They run the reverse, but instead of running it, Bryce Bailey stopped through, and Dominic Sasser was wide open at the goal line, and the 2-point conversion is good, and it's 15-14 now with exactly 5 minutes to go in the half. So pretty good call down there.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great play because they were looking for Bailey to run the ball.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely sure.
Taylor, who ran left, reversed it back to Bailey, and I'm thinking he's going to run. But he pulled up and threw it, and Dominic Sasser, the quarterback, was wide open at the goal line. All he had to do was catch it and take a step into the end zone, and that's exactly what he did.
He had somebody bearing down on him at the end, but yeah, he got in there in time. So
15-14 now with 5 minutes to go in the half, and Bleckley has got right back in the game here. The turnover helped there because McKinnon had broken a long run on us. And Carradine will kick it off for the Royals. Back deep is McKinnon. Standing right around his own 5-yard line. So it looks like we're going to have another pretty good game here, at least so far. So Carradine will kick it. And they break the huddle. 5 minutes exactly go in the first half here. Last score we had was Fitzgerald 14, Dodge County 7. And it looks like Carradine may just pooch this one. They want to keep it out of McKinnon's hand, and he will. High, short kick going to be caught around the 30 by an up man. And he's down the left sideline up to the 40 and run out of bounds shy of the 45. They're going to have good field position, James, but you don't want McKinnon breaking it like he did last week.
That was number 81, Jamil King, that made that return.
And they mark it at the Marion 42-yard line. Be first and 10 right there. 4:54 to go in the half. 15-14, Marion leads it.
And Braves are in the bottom of the 4th, up 2-0 right now.
And who are they playing?
San Francisco Giants.
The Giants. It's kind of odd we're playing a West Coast team this late in the year.
Yeah, it is.
Usually they're playing divisional opponents this time. But
well, we got Kansas City this week, or next week, for 2 games. And
go figure, huh?
Yeah.
First and 10 from the 42, McKinnon in the shotgun, twins to the right, takes your snap. He fakes to Thomas, he's looking for a throw along down the left sideline, and it is batted around, and it's incomplete. Right around the 20-yard line. We had a guy stride for stride with their receiver, and they both went up, battling for the ball, and it's incomplete.
That was Marshall on the
There's
coverage.
a flag down at the 48-yard line. It looks like maybe holding here on Marion. At least that's the preliminary signal.
I hope it was on Marion and not a defensive hold.
Yeah, I saw the holding signal, but I didn't. And Marion is retreating, so apparently it's on them. Yep. Holding on Marion.
And that was almost a great catch. He juggled it, had it in his hands, juggled it, but Marshall right there knocking away, making it difficult.
Now the penalty's marked back to the 39, so apparently the hold was up at the 49-yard line.
Which was...
Oh, that's a long way downfield for a hold to be called.
It should have been, but in that case...
It could have been a receiver.
It should have been an ineligible player downfield.
If it's a lineman, you're right. It could have been a receiver, but back to the 39, it's going to be second down and about 13 from right there. And now they're going to get together and talk this over. I think Coach Lasher wants to know if it's marked from the 49, why wasn't it illegal downfield if the hold was on the lineman. So you could have 2 penalties there. Of course, you can only take one, and of course you're going to take the holding penalty. And they talk it over, and nothing's going to change here, doesn't look like. As the officials are moving back to their positions here. But it's going to be second down and about 13 from the 39-yard line.
I think you're saying they only marked off 5 yards.
And now they're going to stop it again here. Coach Lasser is not satisfied with the explanation he got, and he wants to talk to the white hat here. It may have cost us a timeout, but we'll stay right here and see what's going on. I wish we could, hear what's being said. I don't think it was an official's timeout because there was no signal made.
But
they did mark it back to the 39. Now the original line of scrimmage was the 42. The flag was laying at about the Marion 48-yard line. But we both said if it's a lineman holding there, that should be illegal downfield,
Well, they've got second and 15.
course, now, if you got an illegal man downfield, it'll be marked off on the original spot, which would be a bigger penalty because you go 5 yards back instead of 3. And let's see here.
Yeah, it's discussing here, and they're not going to. It doesn't look like they're going to move the ball. And Coach Lasser's going to have to be satisfied with whatever the answer is he got. But it looks like it's about first and about 13 or 14.
Okay, I'm sorry, James. I was answering a text there.
No, it looks like it's first and about 13 rather than first and 15.
Yeah, you're right. It will be replay of down. He did have second down, but
That means that the hold, if it was on lineman, was 5 yards downfield. That's an ineligible man downfield.
Right.
That should be a 5 yards from the previous spot.
And be a bigger. You would take that one instead of the hold because you'd mark them back up.
Yep.
But it is what it is. First and about 13 now. McCann's in the shotgun. Twins on each side. Takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's looking to throw. Plenty of time now. Throwing long down the left sideline again. Got a man. It's complete up around the 25, up to the 20. Breaks back to the middle of the field. I guess he lined up wide down the left sideline, and he just zigged and zagged the rest of the way. And ends up being a 61-yard touchdown pass. That makes it 21-14 with the extra point to come.
27 seconds for them to score.
Yep, 4:33 to go in the half here, but he got behind our guy over there, and then when he caught it on the sideline, he just cut to the middle of the field and zigged and zagged.
There was two guys deeper than him, but neither one of them could make the play on him. The guy covering him fell down trying to keep up with him.
Bernard in for the extra point. There's a snap that's set down. The kick is up and the kick is good. That makes it 22-14 Marion County with 4:33 to go in the half. We'll take a timeout and be right back. You're listening to Royal Football on the Royal Football Network. Welcome back, everybody. With 4:33 to go in the half, Marion leads it now 22-14 after a long 61-yard touchdown pass from McCann to Thomas. And Menard will kick it off. And we got Marshall and Marcus Brown back deep. Menard didn't kick it deep the last few times.
He's angling it over towards where Bailey is, and now he changes a little bit.
And we're shifting around as he moves around. You got to be alert for any kind of kick here. And it's a long kick this time, and Marshall will take it at about the 13. He's up to the 15, cuts to the left, up to the 20, up around the 25, and brought down around the 27-yard line. Be first and 10, Bleckley right there. Marshall on the return. So a decent field position to start this drive. And James, the scoreboard said we have one timeout, so apparently that was a timeout.
I believe that was an official timeout. That's why they didn't bring them all the way over, but they brought them as close as they could.
So it's first and 10 from our own 27. We got one timeout, 4:26 to go in the half. We're down 8. Now we will get the second half kickoff if we kicked off to start the game here. Sasser in at quarterback. He's got trips to the right, nobody to the left this time, and Hayes in the backfield with him. Takes the snap, and he gives it to Hayes on the read, trying to get back up the middle, dances around, gets over the 30, up to about the 31, maybe the 32. He got about 4 or 5 on the play. It'll be second down right there.
And it's not the sexy play of running, the big play.
Right.
It's the consistent picking up yards that we've got to get.
On the 32, gain of 5, second and 5 now. Sasser shotgun again, takes the snap. This time he fakes. Throws a quick snap, complete to Marcus Brown, I think. Was that Brown?
That was Marshall.
Marshall on the catch, number 10, not number 11. And I think he's going to have the first down. He does, up around the 38-yard line, first and 10 right
Just
there.
a little quick sit-down curl route and hit him with a quick pass.
Got the first down by a yard, first and 10 from the 38. Now Bryce Bailey back into the Wildcat formation. Sasser will go wide left. Twins to the left, one guy to the right. Hayes goes in motion. Bailey takes the snap, going to keep it himself right up the middle. Dodges one man, gets up to the 40. Hit hard and brought down at about the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 6. It's going to be second down and about 4 right there. 3:34 and counting to go in the half. We're down 22-14. And it'll be 2nd and 4 from the 49, or 44 rather. Bailey in the shotgun again. Sasser go wide. Hayes goes in motion. He takes the snap. Bailey will keep it again right up the middle. Cuts back to the left. Back to the middle again. He's going to get the first down up around midfield. So we're moving the ball methodically down the field, James.
Yeah, that's
getting the first down. Getting the first down.
And we got to realize that getting it out wide is not going to work right now.
And they mark it right on the 50-yard line. 1st and 10, right at midfield. And Bailey will stay in the Wildcat formation. Clock running as we reach the 3-minute mark. He's got twins to the right. Sasser down here to the left. Hayes in the backfield. Bailey takes the snap. He gives it to Hayes. No, he fakes to Hayes. Keeps it again. He's up the middle. Got room. Up over midfield. Up around the 45. Inside the 44. Inside the 45. He's bent backwards. Right around Marion 43. Let's see if he's okay. That looked a similar play what happened to Felipe Franks last week. And you don't want that to happen here.
I think Franks had a guy land on his ankle, but yeah, that's not what you want.
And gaining up to the 43, gain of about 7. It's going to be 2nd down and 3 now. And Sasser back in quarterback now. They're split twins to the right. One guy to the left, Hayes in the backfield with him. Clock running. 2:24. We got a guy, our left tackle decided he wanted to take off about 5 minutes early.
Right tackle.
Right tackle. Did I say left? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm back.
That wasn't Mims. Mims is one that can't get away. We're going early.
Another score update here. Fitzgerald 17, Dodge County 7. That's courtesy of my old buddy Mr. Goat Rowland and my buddy Mr. Kevin Carr sitting in at the same time. Penalty backs him up. He's 2nd down and about 9 now. Or 2nd down and 8 rather. And now timeout. That'll be our last time out. Penalty back to the Marion 48. So timeout Bleckley. So yeah, score update. Fitzgerald 17, Dodge County 7, and let's see if we can get some more scores here in our region while we're doing a timeout. If I can get my score out to pull up.
I'll see what I got here.
Okay, here we go. If I can get my.
Well, I have. Okay.
You got them right there.
Yeah. Let's see. Fitzgerald up 8-7.
It's 17-7. That may not be updated. Right.
Yeah, that was not there. Lee County 21, Southwest 0. Dublin and Brooks County are tied at 7 in the first quarter.
That's probably be a game right there between those two teams.
Swainsboro leads Washington County 13-6 in the second quarter.
And I think Northeast is not playing. East Lawrence is not playing tonight. All right, timeout is up. That's our last one with 2:21 to go in the half. Sasser in the shotgun. 2nd down and about 8 after the penalty. Twins to the right. One guy to the left. Hayes in the backfield with him. Sasser takes the snap, drops straight back, looking to throw. Going out here in the flat is incomplete. He had Eli Mullis open up around the 40-yard line, and again, it hit him right in the hands.
Yeah, he might have been just a little bit out in front of him, but he still should have made the catch.
I think Eli may
have both hands on it.
I think he may have saw the sideline and kind of did the old alligator
I think
arm,
so.
Trying to stay in bounds. Incomplete. Would have been a first down.
And this is the first time I think Mullis has been really in the game.
I think he has.
This year.
3rd down and about 8. Sasser shotgun again. Twins on each side. Hayes in the backfield with him. He'll go in motion. And now flag down. I think one of our guys moved early again. And it may have been Eli Mullis again. I saw him. I think he was going moved again there. And he's going to come out of the game, and they're going to replace him with number 16 now. So another penalty backs us up to the 47 of our
Rozier going back in.
It's going to be 3rd down and about 13 now. With 2:15 to go in the half, we're down 22-14. Twins to the right and to the left. It's intercepted. I thought it was going to fall incomplete, but they intercepted right around their own 20-yard line. That was not a good.
Jamal Sampson with a diving interception there.
That was not a good throw by Sasser. He threw it to the middle of the field, and we didn't have a guy there. They had a guy diving for it right around the 20. They say he hung on, intercepted. I thought it was going to be incomplete.
It looked like it was going to be too far out in front of him, but he made a heck of a dive to get there.
Apparently our score outs are not updated. I just got a score update from Mr. Kevin Carr. Brooks County 28, Dublin 21.
Okay.
At the half. That score out from
the score out.
They do get a little late.
Yeah. It's based on when somebody submits it.
Right. They can only get what they're told. You're right. But it is intercepted there at their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for Marion with 2:07 to go. And they got 2 timeouts, so you can bet they're not going to sit on this thing. After they've hit a couple of big plays on us already, throwing the ball deep. McCannon shotgun. He has twins to the right, one to the left. He'll send a man in motion. He takes the snap and he gives he fakes. He keeps it himself, trying to get it in the middle on a quarterback draw. He's going to get about 5 up to the 25.
As we take under 2 minutes, you got to remember the 3 big pass plays they've had, and
it's gain of 5 up to the 25. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Got to be ready for those.
And clock running now, a minute 45 to go. They have 2 timeouts, so you know they're not going to sit on this thing. McCannon shotgun again, twins to the right, one guy to the left. He has Thomas in the backfield with him. He takes the snap, he fakes the Thomas, throws a slant. It's complete up to the 30, up to the 40, and he's brought down right around the 41-yard line. Number 81 on the catch.
Yeah, number 81, Jamal Sampson on that catch.
And we 1st and 10 Eagles at their. They mark it at the 40 and move it back a yard at their own 40-yard
Jamil
line.
King. Jamil King on the catch.
The clock has stopped. They'll wind it. Should wind it right now. They have not run it yet. The referee has blown it in. Now it's running. McCannon takes the snap, rolling to his left. He's looking to throw. Throws out in the flat. It's complete up around the 50-yard line and run out of bounds.
King again on the reception, but
at around the Bleckley 46-yard line. The clock was stopped there with a minute 21. So
49, Jacob Hill ran him out of bounds there.
So they're up to the Bleckley 46. They can get down the field in a hurry where they're throwing that football. 1st and 10 from the Bleckley 46. Clock stopped at 1:21 with the out-of-bounds play. Quickly up to the line. McCannon's shotgun again. He'll send 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Has Thomas in the backfield with him. Takes the snap. He's rolling to his right this time. Trying to throw. He's looking, still looking. Plenty of time. They're throwing long down the middle of the field. They got a guy down there and it's bounded around and incomplete. They had a guy around the 5-yard line. We had a guy down there, William Williams, who went up and batted it away, incomplete. That was number 17 for them, Walker on the.
Yeah, that was a good battle for the ball and one that the official let him play. That was
a lot of hand contact by both men.
The ball was underthrown too. So
and McCannon had all day. There was no rush on him at all. He rolled to his right. He almost went up to the line of scrimmage, but he was a couple yards behind it. And he had all day to throw that thing.
Well, he had nothing, and 17 broke away behind his man and gave him a place to go with it.
McCannon takes the snap again, rolling to his right. And they go throw a screen, and he's hit behind. He's hit right time he caught it. They tried to set up the screen to Thomas, but we were all over that. And no gain on the play. That's going to be 3rd down and 10. He hit him right at the line. Actually, he lost the yard. It was 3rd and 11.
That was Hill, and I couldn't catch the other one, but Hill was in there on the tackle on that.
Well, we read that screen because if Thomas gets loose, he's already shown he can run.
That's a timeout by Marion County.
Timeout Marion.
It's going to be 3rd down.
We'll take it. We're going to be right back. You're listening to Royal Football on the Royal Football Network. Welcome back, everybody. With 53 seconds to go in the half, Marion County just called their 2nd timeout. They lead it 22-14, and James, you may have an announcement here for us.
Yeah, we'd like to thank Chris Nobles Network, offer internet to people that can't get internet. Call Chris Nobles at 478-308-0596 for your internet needs. And Chris is providing the internet service for us all season long.
And we appreciate everything Mr. Nobles does for us. Thanks so much. And if you can, patronize his business. All right, timeout is up. 3rd down and 11 from the Bleckley 47-yard line. McCannon in the shotgun. He has twins on each side. And Thomas is in the backfield with him. Now he looks to the sideline, maybe changing the play here. 53 seconds to go in the half. They do have 1 timeout remaining. They lead 22-14. They're taking a long time to get this play off now. McCannon finally takes the snap, rolling to his right, looking to throw. Got a guy chasing him. He's throwing back to his left, and it's incomplete. He tried to throw back to his left to number 4, who was Kelly there, but he overthrew him. Incomplete. It'll be 4th and 11. Now, it'll be interesting to see what they do here.
Well, you got to think they're going to punt the ball here because they don't want to get the ball back to us at midfield, number 1. And number 2, we're probably, we're not going to drive down, so we're probably going to.
Right.
We might take a couple throws. You never know. But
if they pin us deep here with no timeouts, you're probably going to see something safe called by Coach Lester. But they will line up the punt here as Menard will punt it if he ever gets on the field. They're waiting on him. Now he comes. And they're going to send Marcus Brown and Bryce Bailey back deep for the Royals. Menard Lee getting on the field there. And Bailey and Brown standing back around the 20-yard line. Here's the kick. High short kick. And it hits on the Bleckley 24-yard line, bounces back to the Bleckley 25. And they'll down it right there, and we'll have it 1st and 10 from our own 25 with 37.7 seconds to go in the half, but no timeouts, James. So
looks like they're actually going to give us the 26.
Yeah, they do give us the 26 on that, don't they? Okay.
Took a bounce and is just where, I think somebody touched it around the 25, but they actually stopped it at 26. So we're just going backwards as quick as you can stop it.
Now, we do get the second half kickoff, so it'll be interesting to see what Coach Lessler wants to do here with no timeouts, and we're 74 yards away. They say they have one timeout on the board, but I don't think
He's got
they
Bailey in the shotgun.
He's in the Wildcat formation, and thought we'd already used already. Clock's still running. We're down to 20 seconds now. And it's at the 29, going to be second down and about 7, gain of 3. And we're in no hurry. We're probably going to let this thing run out. We're not in no hurry to do anything. Clock down to 13 seconds.
Yeah, Sasser's back in the...
they're lined up, but they're not in position to do anything right now. 5 seconds to go. And they're going to let the clock run out. That's going to be the half, folks. With your score, Marion County 22, Bleckley 14. We'll take about a 20-minute break. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. If you turn it on, you can't hear it. We're still at halftime, but... At the end of the half, we'll be right back in about 20 minutes with your score. Marion 22, Bleckley 14. You're listening to Royal Football on the Royal Football Network. right, welcome back, everybody. We're here at the half between Bleckley County and Marion County with the score. Marion County 22, Bleckley County 14. And the half is about to come to an end, so we're about ready to play football here. Marion will kick it off, and Bleckley will receive. James, turned out to be a pretty nice night weather-wise anyway.
Yeah, it has. It's I should start marking the game time temp, but it's 70 right now. I would say it's probably about 80 to 82 when at kickoff.
And our first 3 games of the year was
90 up here.
95, and in the booth it's about 105.
It was more up here, yeah.
And, nice, we're ready to kick it off here. Menard will kick it for Marion. Back deep for Bleckley is Hayes and Marshall. As soon as the PA cuts off the music, we're good. There's the kick, high short kick, will be taken by Marcus Brown at the 25. Cuts down the left side to the 30, 35. Still on his feet up around the 40 and brought down right in front of the Bleckley sideline at about the Bleckley 41-yard line. So good field position for the Royals to start the second half here, as the kick was short, but Brown from the 25 to the 41, about a 16-yard return. 16-yard return. Everybody's starting to get settled back in their seats after the half here. Like I said, a very nice facility here. A lot of open room here, James. You're not piled on top of one another. You know?
Oh yeah,
that's what I like.
It's very wide, and our press box is not like super high either.
All right, Sasser takes the snap, throws out here complete and marked. We got Bryce Bailey up around the 45, and he gets up to about the 48. Going to be a gain of about 7 on the play. It's going to be second down and about 3. I like it because when you go to the bathroom and all that, you got plenty of room.
Oh, yeah.
You're not bumping into folks. All right, second down and about 3 now. Sasser in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Throws a quick slant to Bailey. It's complete up around the 46-yard line of Marion, and they drive him back. Now let's see where they give him progress at. And looks like the official marking is going to give him about the 48-yard line. I thought he caught around the 46 and was driven back, but it is a first down at the Marion 48-yard line. Quickly to the line now. Sasser going fast. He's in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Gives it to Hayes on the read. Up the middle. Got room. And he's hanging on. Some guy hanging on to his foot. Brings him down around the 45. What looked to be a big hole closed, and he gets about 3 on the play.
Yeah, number 35 for Detarius Chin was holding on to a leg. Number 19, Roger Dixon came in and made a late hit.
Second down and about 7. Gain of about 3 on the play. Sasser in the shotgun again. One wide out on each side. He has Hayes in the backfield. He'll go in motion. Takes the snap. Gives it to Hayes on the counter play coming back. He bobbled it, but he hung on. And he gets up to about the 41. Gain of about 4. That's that little play, James, where Hayes will go in motion, but as soon as they snap it, he'll stutter step and come back on a little inside handoff. I call it a counter play, but that's old school.
That could have been bad right there, but luckily he was able to corral that ball.
Third and about 3 from the 41. Now Sasser will look to the sideline. Looks like maybe changing the play here. He's in the shotgun. Takes the snap, and he gives it to Hayes on the read. You know he faked it. Sasser's going to keep it himself. He's going to get the first down around the left side and run out of bounds up around the 30-yard line, maybe inside the 30, down around the 28, looks like. Sasser faked the read to Hayes, and he kept it himself. And he gets to play all the way down to he looks to be about the 27-yard line. Be first and 10 Bleckley right there. And now Bryce Bailey's come in the Wildcat. Sasser will go wide left. He'll send Hayes in motion. Bailey takes the snap, going to keep it himself up the middle. Cuts back to the right and hit hard inside the 20, down to around inside the 25 rather, down around the 24-yard line. Looks like there's going to be a gain of about 3 on the play. Going to be second down and about 7. So the Royals on the move here with an opening drive in the second half here. With 9:50 to go in the third, we trail 22-14. But we're on the move here. Sasser moves back into the quarterback spot now. Bailey will go wide left, wide out on each side. He takes the snap. He's rolling to his right. Sasser looking, still looking, throwing long down towards the end zone. Got a man down there, and it's bad to read at the last minute. Boy, we had a man open in the end zone. Was that Marcus Brown? I think it was. Yeah, he was
Marcus
open.
Brown, I'm not sure if he got to the back of the end zone or it had to stop or really if it was, that's because the ball was thrown to the back of the end zone. But it was a great placement for the ball, but
the defender made up some ground quickly and batted it away at the last second, or that would have been a touchdown.
I think if they'd been thrown a split earlier, but I mean it was put on the back end, just
looking at it before it got there, I'm thinking touchdown because it was so open.
So couldn't have placed it any better.
Bailey takes the snap this time. He'll keep it himself, trying to get around the left end. He gets a block, gets another block. He's got the first down more. He's down around the 10-yard line.
Looks like he's inside the 5, maybe.
He may be inside the 5. It's hard to see where we're sitting at.
He's at the mark him at the 6, it looks like.
It's going to be first and goal from about the 6, maybe the 7. Let's see where they move it again. And boy, it's hard to see where we're sitting at.
Board says 6.
First and goal from the 6 now. Sasser back in the shotgun now. Bailey goes wide left. Williams in the backfield. Sasser gives it to Williams on the read. He's off the right tackle, and he's going to get a few yards, but he's shy of the goal line. He's inside the 5, maybe to about the 3. It's going to be second and goal right there.
While we got a second here, I found out at halftime Mike Sasser listens to us on Saturday morning. So I want to give a shout out to Mike for going back and listening to the games. We appreciate everybody who listens. If you're listening, tell us where you're from in the chat.
Bailey takes a snap, gives it to Hayes, and he is. We're waiting on the signal. Bleckley saying touchdown, but no signal from the official yet.
Bailey was marked at the 1 or inside the 1.
Inside the 1, going to be third and goal. We were in the shotgun with that power formation with those two big linemen in front of Bailey. He gave it to Hayes, and he is just shy of the goal line. This will be third and goal.
My guess is Sasser might go under center here.
Yeah. It's third and goal from inside the 1. Sasser back in. We still have those two big linemen back there with him. And now he will go under center. Sasser under center, third goal. And he's going to sneak it himself. And Bleckley, and it is touchdown, Bleckley County. We had to wait on the official, but it is a touchdown. The players are signaling, and then finally the official threw the hands up.
And the official on the far side finally got his hands up, and then the one on the near side agreed.
That makes it 22-20, and I'm thinking 2-point conversion here got to be to try to tie this thing up.
Yeah, at this point when you're down 2, the third quarter, really it's time to do it instead of just hanging by 1.
And the offense will stay on the field. Coach Lasser is talking to Sasser here near the sideline. They will put the ball on the near hash this time. Last time they put it on the far hash when we were on the same end of the field we went for 2.
Of course, we played to the short side of the field last time too.
Yeah. So let's see what we do here. We run that reverse and then pass to Sasser in the end zone.
Right.
I'm sure they'll probably be ready for that this time. We'll spread out 2 wide out to the left. 1 to the left, 2 to the right. Sasser in the shotgun. He takes a snap. He fakes it to Taylor. He's rolling to his right. Throws back. Got a man wide open. And he caught it. It's good. It is good. Who was that, Taylor?
That was Taylor. He almost could not get to that ball.
He faked to Taylor and then rolled right. And everybody went right but Taylor, who kept going left, and he was wide open. And the throw was a little short, but he did hang on, according to the official anyway.
That was a nice little toss back pass, and luckily he was able to get his hands under it. I wasn't sure if he was going to at first.
So we're tied at 22 now with 8:04 to go in the third quarter. On an impressive opening drive of the second half here for the Royals, we go 60 yards, or 60, may have been 59 yards.
We did.
We started at the 41. We went 59 yards, and 8:04 to go in the third. It's 22 all, so we got a ball game, folks. Don't go anywhere. And Kearney will kick it off for the Royals. Back deep for the Eagles is McCann. He's standing around his own 10-yard line, but we may just see that little pooch kick again. You get the ball in McKennan's hand, you're asking for trouble there, especially on the return. He's already had 1 kick return inside Bleckley territory. So Kearney will kick it off. Kearney, rather. I keep calling him Kearney. I called him Kearney for so many years. But Kearney will kick it off. And let's see, he's lined up to kick it deep. And he approaches. And he does kick it deep. High end over end, and McCann will take it on about the 10. He's up to the 15, up to the 20, cuts to the left side. Got a guy on him. Finally brings it down up around the 25-yard line. And he was slow to get up, but he seems to be okay.
That was Bryce Bailey and Scooter Slappy, and I couldn't tell who else was in there, but I know at least those 2 guys ran on the tackle.
And they mark it right at the Marion County 25-yard line, first and 10. So good coverage by the kick team that time. It was about a 15-yard return by McCann. Last time he ran it inside our 45 yards, so that's a lot better field position.
Yeah, much better.
And as potent as the Marion County offense is, you don't want to give them a short field. First and 10, McCann shotgun. He has twins on the right, 1 guy to the left. He'll send a man in motion. That's Thomas. Takes the snap. He faces. He's going to draw in the middle, and he set the line of scrimmage. And nothing doing. The Royals all over that. He might have got a yard at the most. And I don't know if he got a full yard. He may have got a half a yard. This could be second down and not quite 10, about 9.5 maybe.
A couple of Royals in there on that tackle. I couldn't tell who they were, but I got him.
He may have gotten nothing. This is second
He
down.
may have gotten, at best, he got
half a football.
He got back to the line of scrimmage, but
they're going to call it second and 10. McCannon shotgunning in. Twins to the right, one to the left. He low snap, but he takes it. He's looking to throw. Throws down the left side. It's complete over on the far sideline. Run out of bounds up around the 35-yard line. And there's a flag down and maybe a late hit on Bleckley.
I think they're going to call a late hit on us.
It was over on the Eagles sideline, right around the 35-yard line.
But I can't tell. It was hard to say if they were over the line or not when that first hit was made. I think it's been called on the second person that got there.
Yeah, and more times than not, when it's hit on the opposing team's sideline that close, you're going to get that call. Not saying it was the wrong call, but, you know, you get a lot of guys in the ear over there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And the penalties all the way up to the Bleckley 49, added on to the end of the run.
From our view, it's hard to see where that sideline is.
Right, because the field has a little crown on it.
It does.
Goes down over there. But the penalty all the way up to the Bleckley 49, first and 10 right there. McCannon in the shotgun, Twins on the right, one guy to the left. He has Thomas in the backfield with him. He takes the snap, he fakes it Thomas, he's rolling to it right. He's wanting to run, now reverses his field back to the left, gets a block, breaks one tackle up to the 45, and brought down around the Bleckley 44. We had him pinned up when he came right, but we reversed his field and got a block.
Number 13, Bradley Taylor, met him out on the other side, and McCannon just turned and went the other way.
Yep, and it's up to the Bleckley 44, gain of 5 on the play. We got a guy getting up slow, but he's back on his feet, and he's coming off the field holding his right arm there. It's number 20. Not sure who that is.
John Newberg.
John Newberg. And
he's kind of got that arm hanging.
Second down and 5 from the Bleckley 44. McCannon shotgun again. Twins to the right, one guy to the left. Fakes the snap, and he fakes the Thomas. Goes out here to flat behind the line, complete to Holly. He's up to the 40, breaks one tackle up to the 35, and run out of bounds around the 34-yard line.
I would say the good thing about Newberg is we did not go see the trainer. He's just on the side.
That was
favors on. Hopefully it's just a stinger.
That was actually Kelly on the reception, number 4. I said Holly.
And McCannon's down in the backfield.
Oh boy, they can.
I don't know. I did not see.
To lose. I didn't see what happened either.
Unless we happened to get a hit on him as he threw the ball, which I know we were bearing down on him and threw it out there.
There's not a flag, so apparently it wasn't late. Or
no.
It was. The official didn't see it. But he is down, and they can ill afford to lose him. Although they do have some playmakers on their team. But,
well,
but he guides the team.
I don't know that they have. I don't know who they got for a backup quarterback. Number 7, Joel Jones is listed as a quarterback.
But you know, he's the key to this offense, the engine, if you would.
Jones is a sophomore, and Way also listed as a quarterback, a freshman, and then number 37, McCavion Blackshear, listed as a quarterback. He's a junior.
He's still on the ground. He's trying to, he's wanting to get up, and they're not letting him.
Yeah, honestly, that could be a huge blow. Depending on what it is, that could be a huge blow to Marion County season
right
altogether.
At the Bleckley 48-yard line. They played all the way up to the 35. It's going to be first and 10 when we resume play. But it looked as though he was trying to get up, or maybe he was just moving his head. But they got a lot of trainers, even some of our staff around him. You don't want to see anybody get hurt, even if he is for the opposing team. That's not what we're about here. But like we said, they can ill afford to lose. I mean, they got some ball players. I mean, he's not the only one, but he drives this offense because he can throw it and run it.
Yeah, you know, that's not something you ever want to see for anybody.
I'm assuming that may be his mom heading to the field right there. The young lady, I say young lady, lady walking out on the field right there. I'm just guessing that's his mother, I would think.
Yeah, that's one of those things. That's one of those things that's always iffy to me. As the parents coming out.
Now, you don't know if they call her down there or if she just came on her own. You know? If she came on her own, that's her concern for her child, and understandably.
Yeah, I've dealt with it from a...
if they call you from the stands, that really scares you.
Yeah. Well, I've dealt with it from a college perspective. We had somebody get injured, and Mom wanted to come out there. We're like, no, man, you got to stay back.
Right. He is still on the ground. It looks like he's setting up now, and let's see, he is on his feet.
He is on his feet. He's walking up on his own.
That's a good sign. And I'm sure he'll return if he's able to, and it looks like he will be.
being led off kind of by the arm, but not being helped off.
Of course, they haven't started their region play yet either, so they got to look down the road too, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if he's able to play, you know, he's going to be back in there.
But you got to think too, they're ranked number 4
on the field.
Yeah, they're ranked number 4 in state too. So
we'll see who comes in at quarterback. Looks like maybe number 7.
Number 7, Jones. That was Joel Jones.
Jones will be the new quarterback. He is a sophomore. And he will line up in shotgun. 1st and 10 from the Bleckley 35. He's got Thomas in the backfield with him. They are tending to McCannon over on the bench area over there. 1st and 10. Jones in the shotgun. He'll send a man in motion. He takes the snap. He gives it to Thomas on the read. And he's just trying to get in the left corner. Gets the block. He's up to the 30. Inside at 25. Down around the 22-yard line. It's going to be 1st down on the run by Thomas. And we had a little chatting going on after the play there between a couple of the players, but no harm, no foul.
And so you don't know what they're going to do, you know, with McCannon, whether they'll bring him back or not. I guess it kind of depends on how Jones handles things. But, you know, ranked number 4, you got to think, you know, they want to make sure that they win their games to keep their ranking up.
So it's 1st and 10 from the Bleckley 22-yard line. Jones still in at quarterback. We may see him in there for a while as they have McKinnon over on the bench area. He takes the snap. He gives it to Thomas again on the read. This time right up the middle. He's got room again inside the 15. He's down around the 12. He may be close to a 1st down here.
And, you know, that's one of the things we kind of bottled him up this, you know, so far in this half. And so having a new quarterback come in there, you don't know what to expect.
And right now, so far, they just ran Thomas on that read, and he's 2nd in the yard. He got 9 up to the 13. And he was running with some authority on that run, James. I mean, that was just some power running by Thomas there.
I don't know if there's some chatter, if the officials are talking to a couple of captains.
And, yeah, it looks like he may be trying to calm the storm before it gets any worse here. We may have had some chatter from both teams after the play, and the officials are in between both teams right now.
Oh, no, they're checking
maybe they're looking
at
they may have to measure here because it's very close down there to the 12. It could be. They're saying 1st down without even measuring here, so it is 1st and 10 right at the 12-yard line. But now they're saying it's on the 11, so it's 1st and 10 from the 11, according to the scoreboard. Jones in the shotgun. He has Thomas in the backfield with him. He takes the snap, gives it to Thomas again on that read, same play, and he's got more room again, still on his feet, inside the 10, down to around the 5-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down right there. And James, they may let Jones throw it here in a little while, but right now they're going to ride Thomas, I guess, and the way he's running the football, why not?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's no reason to, if it's working, stick with it, you know, if you're Marion County.
5:35 to go in the 3rd quarter. We're tied at 22, but they're threatening. They're on our 5-yard line. Jones shotgun. Low snap. He picks it up and gives it to Thomas, but he's hit behind the line. The low snap busted that play up.
Absolutely. Gave us a chance to get back in there. He was focused on getting the ball and couldn't really get a read.
And it's going to be 3rd down and about 3 from the 6. We got to get through. Well, actually, we're outside the 6. It's 3rd down and about 4 maybe. They got us on the 4-yard line. I don't know. It looks like it's outside the 4, but it's on the 4 now. 3rd and 3 from the 4. We got to get to. They got to get to the 1. I had it backwards there. Did McKinnon come back on the field? Is that McKinnon? No, that's still Jones. Still Jones. Okay. Yeah, see, they still have McKinnon on the bench over there. They got him laying down on the bench. 3rd down and about 3. Jones takes the snap, gives it to Thomas again. No, he faked it to Thomas, and he keeps it around the left side. He's hit hard, run out of bounds. Up around, let's see. That's going to be, depends on where they mark it. He's shy of the 1st down. About the 4 or 5 yard line.
5-yard line, yeah.
Yep, and he lost yardage or did gain, if anything else. It's going to be 4th down.
He got stood up and then.
Yeah, somebody leveled him over there.
And they got to be in that spot. I mean, this is basically an extra point, but.
They're marking at the 3-yard line. It'll be 4th down and about 2. Let's see what they do here. They're taking their sweet old time. It's 4th down and about 2 from the 3. We held them once before down here in the first half. Let's see if we can do it again. Jones still in there at quarterback. Thomas is in the backfield with him. I would pretty much think Thomas may get this football, but we'll see. Shotgun formation, 4th down. Long count. They're trying a hard count. We don't jump. 4th down.
They're going to take a timeout.
They're going to take a timeout here with 2:41 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, we looked like
about 2.
We looked like we wanted to jump.
Yeah.
Kind of had some movement, but didn't go. Didn't go far enough to break the neutral zone.
So good patience by the Royal defense, and that forces the timeout. James, they still have McCannon on the bench. He's sitting up over there now, but they have 4 or 5 people gathered around him. I just wonder how serious an injury he's got there.
Yeah, and it's not something. It could be. Watch to see how this goes, see how Jones does, and see if you're going to need him back or not. But looks like Mama's still down there, so
yeah.
No ambulance has come out yet. Ambulance is still down there.
That's a good sign, yeah. Not trying to speculate, but I just wonder if maybe his night may be done. Maybe they don't want to.
It looks like they're might be taking the pads off now.
Maybe they don't want to risk anything here.
It looks like shoulder pads are coming off.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. As far as him coming back anyway. All right, here we go. 4th down and about 2. Jones still in at quarterback now. Thomas is in the backfield. Well, where is Jones? I don't see him now. Thomas is back there going to take the snap. They don't have Jones in the game right now. Thomas takes the direct snap. He's going to run it himself. He's hit the line. They drive him down. Now it depends on the mark. Let's see where they mark it. Oh, they say a touchdown. Wow, he got over the goal line. I didn't think he got that close. Wow, I didn't think he got.
They were closer to the goal line than I think.
Probably was closer
than I thought they were.
Yeah, the scoreboard had the ball on the 3, but I think they were closer than that. It's a touchdown for Marion. If you couldn't hear us over the people in front of us yelling right here, but he got hit right at the line, but he kept driving and he fell in the end zone. So Menard in for the extra point. That makes it 28-22. Marion. Menard in. We'll line it up. Long count. It's set down. Oh, now they blow it dead. Do we have an offsides? Yeah, we got offsides on Bleckley. We got an offside on Bleckley here.
Offsides on that. Okay, did you see, and I didn't see it, but I heard about it. It was an NFL game where they were going to go for 2, got a false start, and moved it back 5 yards, so they decided to take the extra point. The other team jumped offside, so they moved it back up 5 yards, and they decided to go back to the original spot. And so they ended up going for 2.
All right, they decline the penalty. There's a snap. The kick is no good. It was partially blocked. Somebody got in and got a hand on it and partially deflected it. No good. So that remains the score, 28-22. Marion, we'll take a short time out and be right back. You're listening to Royal Football on the Royal Football Network. All right, we're back now with 4:24 to go in the third quarter. Marion leads at 28-22. That missed extra point could loom large. We'll see. Somebody got a hand on it and it fell short. But Menard will kick it off. Just a high end-over-end kick going to be taken by Kinsey Hayes at about the 15. Cuts back to the left side up to the 25. Dragging the guy over to the 30. Still on his feet, and they push the pile all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Be 1st and 10 Bleckley from their own 35.
Yeah, the first 3 tackles that got there, 2 of them missed him, and the third one got him, but he ran away from him before he got taken down by 3 more.
And James, I don't see Menard on that bench anymore, but like you said, they did remove his shoulder pads.
You mean McCannon, yeah.
McCannon, that's I beg your pardon. But I see a helmet over there. I'm wondering if that's his helmet. But he may be done for tonight.
Yeah, I took my eyes off over there to see where he was.
Anyway, 1st and 10 now. Sasser in the shotgun from the 35. Twins to the right, nobody to the left. It looked like they jumped off sides. No flag. We give it to Hayes on the draw play, and he's up to about the 41, maybe the 42. Gain of about 7 on the play. Going to be 2nd down and 3. It looks like their defensive end jumped, but no flag on the play.
Yeah, I would have had the inside track years ago. My dad used to be the medical doctor for the team when I was in school.
Sasser takes the snap, gives it to Hayes again. He'll get the 1st down. Up around midfield. Still on his feet. Shut up. brought down around the Marion 47-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Royals.
I thought the lineman that backed out of that was Hayes coming out of it, still on his feet.
And they put it on the Marion 46, 1st and 10. Good run by Hayes, and we'll take Hayes out and send Williams in. Sasser still in at shotgun. Gelman twins to the left, nobody to the right. Taylor's the H-back now. 1st and 10 from the 46. Sasser takes a snap, and he gives it to Williams on the draw. Gets run by left side, gets a block. Up to the 40, there he goes, 35-30. Down the sideline and run out of bounds around the 25-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 Bleckley on the big run by Williams.
Yeah, Williams bounced that ball outside. He made a cut, one cut in front of a Eagle and made a miss, and was able to just get down the field, down the sideline.
And it's at the 24, 1st and 10 now. Royals going quickly here. Sasser actually Bryce Bailey's moved back into the Wildcat now. Sasser will go wide right. And they have Williams in the backfield. Bailey shotgun. He'll send Williams in motion. Bailey takes the snap, going to keep it himself, trying to get around the right side. Needs a block. Gets one. He gets around the right side. He's up to the 20, up to the 15, and run out of bounds inside the 15. He may have a first down. Let's see where they spot it.
That was Williams and Sasser over there getting some blocks on that edge.
I saw Sasser make a good block on that corner on a crack. Used to call it a crackback. Now it's just I don't know what you call it. We are old school saying crackback. And it's going to be about a yard shy. 2nd down in the yard. Actually a little bit less than the yard. And Bailey will stay in at quarterback. Sasser will go wide left this time. Williams in the backfield with him. Wildcat formation from Bailey. He'll send Williams in motion. Bailey takes the snap, going to keep it himself, stutter steps. And he's going to get the first. He didn't get a whole lot, but he didn't need a whole lot.
They line Sasser up so wide, I think he's over there talking to Coach on those plays.
It is a first down, and let's see where they put it down at. It may be around the 13-yard line. He did get the first. He didn't get a whole lot, but he didn't need a whole lot. And they're saying it's on the 14-yard line according to the scoreboard. No, it's on the 11. They did change it. 1st and 10 from the 11. Sasser back in at quarterback now. Shotgun formation. He takes the snap. Gives it to Hayes on the read. He cuts back to the right. He's hit the line of scrimmage. And he may have got a yard. And that's about it.
I don't know who got the harder hit on there. His lineman from the back, or the back of his lineman, or their defensive end that made the tackle.
And they got a guy down, slow to get up, but he is back up. So he'll be holding his right arm.
I think he was in the middle of that hit there.
Yeah, he's staying on the field. His right arm is the one he injured, but he's staying on the field.
That's one of those you hope's just a stinger, you know.
Yeah. 2nd and 9. He got to the 10. He got a yard. We're down to 2:20 and counting.
Wait, they're going to take an official. Nope.
Thought they were going to stop it.
I thought the umpire went up there to check on him.
He's staying on the field. Sasser in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Fakes the Hayes. He's looking to throw. Throwing in the corner of the end zone. Got Bryce Bailey. And touchdown, Bleckley. Wow, what a throw by Sasser. He threw her only Bailey to catch it. And Bailey laid out and hauled it in.
Yeah, two guys on Bailey. Two guys out there covering Bailey, and Bailey cut it to the outside on a kind of a flag route. And
I'm not sure if he held on. We had to wait on the official to.
Well, he had to dive for that one, but like you said, Sasser put it where only Bailey could get it.
Right.
And that's where he's got to be. If he had thrown it any shorter, it might have been a play.
We're tied at 28, and we need some more players on the field. We're short a few. They're trying to call them on for the extra point, and nobody's running on the field. You don't want to waste the timeout on this, but we may have to. And we do. Timeout Bleckley. We didn't have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We only had 9 players on the field. No, we had 10. We needed one more. Somebody was not on the field for the extra point.
Caden Maxwell just running.
I see Maxwell is running on the field now. So our guys are yelling to the sideline.
Now that we took the timeout, we're going up to the sideline.
Yeah, we had to call the timeout. We were yelling. Our guys were yelling for somebody to come on, and finally had to call the timeout before we got a penalty. But we're tied at 28, so this is a huge extra point here. With 2:02 to go in the third quarter, still a lot of football to play. It's been going back and forth all night. The biggest lead tonight was Marion was up 15-6 at one point. Other than that, it's been close all game. And I don't have the stats on hand, James, but both teams piling up the yardage.
Yes, they are, absolutely.
I mean, total yards, rushing yards, and passing both defensive coordinators for each team is going to have a lot of film to study after this one.
Both of them made some great plays on defense and great stands, but there's been a lot of just moving the ball on both sides.
Corner will try the extra point. Sasser will hold it. It will give Bleckley the lead if we can convert. There's a snap. Set down. Kick is up. Kick is good. And Bleckley has the first lead of the night. Score of 29-28. And we got a long way to go. 2:02 to go in the third quarter. And like we said, James, both defensive coaches are going to have to look at this film and say, what I've got to do to give up. We give up way too many yards tonight, no matter what the outcome of the game is.
Well, you got to remember. You got to remember back to last year. This was a shootout of 41-39 that really came down to a turnover at the end of the game, and what could have been, driving down, maybe could have gotten it, but
in games like this, extra points are so crucial. And we've had one miss tonight. They had one miss.
We both gone for two.
We both got a couple of 2-point conversions, and that's why we sit where we are.
They've got 1 2-point conversion. We've got two.
Right. We've had 29-28 right now. So that's the difference in the game. Really, is that extra 2-point conversion that we had.
Absolutely.
But Kearney will kick it off, and I'm not sure how deep now because McKinnon is not in the game. There's the kick. It's a long, high, end-over kick, and their guy was taking it about the 5. He's up to the 10.
Thomas there.
The 20, that's Thomas. He goes to 25-30 and run out of bounds right on the Bleckley sideline.
Scooter Snappy ran him out of bounds.
Around the 36-yard line. Thomas is kind of the do-everything guy right now with McKinnon out. And they spotted at maybe about the 37. Well, they're going to put it up closer than that.
And my guess number.
Nope, it is on the 37. First,
I guess Jones is going to come out here.
Yeah, I'm thinking McKinnon may be done because we did see him take his pads off. And you kind of just hope the young man is not seriously injured.
Right.
At least not, hopefully not season ending anyway.
Yeah, so Jones is back out there.
Jones is back in at quarterback. 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. With 1:53 to go in the third quarter. We lead 29-28. Thomas in the backfield with Jones. He'll send one man in motion. He takes the snap. He gives it to Thomas on that read again, trying to get around that left side. He's got room up to the 40, up to the 45. He's over to 50, down around the Bleckley 48. And since McCannon's went out of the game, James, they have found a running game with Thomas all of a sudden.
And that's, they had that before, but you had two people you had to worry about back then.
With McCannon back there, you didn't know if they were going to run or throw, but right now they're just running Thomas. He's ran every play so far except that one play that Jones ran earlier.
Yeah, we hadn't seen Jones try to throw the ball, so we don't know if he can or not.
So 1st and 10 from the Bleckley 48. We're going back and forth here.
He's in the backfield by himself this time.
Empty backfield. Jones takes the snap, fakes the jet sweep. No, he hands off to Holly, who's going to throw a long pass, and it's going to be batted around. Intercepted! Intercepted by Bleckley County. Kelly was the number 4 who took the handoff, but he tried to throw a long pass, and our defensive guy was not fooled. Who was that picked that off? Was it
number 5?
Number 5, Williams. Yeah. Intercepts it down around the 17-yard line.
And that was just a tip ball drill that he was able to pull in when he went on his way down.
Score update, Fitzgerald 24, Dodge 21.
And I would bet both sides would have tried to call pass interference on that one. So another good no call as that one went through.
So Bleckley has it 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line. Sasser in the shotgun, takes the snap. He's wanting to throw. It's complete to Bryce Bailey up around the 32-yard line. A little hitch comeback throw. And they had a guy all over it, but Brady hung on.
They had a linebacker coming up on the outside that almost got to that ball on the way out.
Up to the 21, gain of only 4, 2nd down and 6. And we're down to 55 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. Sasser in the shotgun. 2 wideouts to the right, nobody to the left. He takes the snap, he gives it to Hayes on the read. Hayes going to get room up to the 25, up to the 30, close to the 30. It's going to be a first down. They mark him down right at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, Bleckley right there. And it stops the clock with 40 seconds to go.
I heard her say a host of Eagles. It should be a flock of Eagles making the tackle, right?
1st and 10 from their own 30. Now the Royals put Bryce Bailey back into the Wildcat. Now Sasser will go wide right, or wide left, rather. He takes the snap. Bailey will fake to Hayes. He'll keep it himself, trying to get it to the middle. He's got a little room. He's going to get it to around the 35. Going to be a gain of about 5 on the play. Going to be second down to 5. And we're down to 27 seconds. That may be the end of the third, as we're down to 20 seconds now. They'll see if the Royals want to run a play or just go ahead and let it run out. And who's going to let it run out, James?
Yeah, let me, real quick, my chat's not working live, so I apologize to those that have responded. We're headed to the fourth quarter here. A couple of shout-outs to over here to Madison Smith listening from Chester. Shane Savant listening from Cochran. Tom Knight from Macon. Josh Grafton says he's listening from Walmart Break Room. And that's all we got so far. But if you're listening, you want to chime in, let us know. Is just got those Braves clinched the NL East. So they beat the Giants. We'll get a score here if you're not sure of that already. So they won. Now we just need Acuna to steal 3 more bases.
All right, that ends the third quarter, and going to the fourth, Bleckley leads it 29-28, and we have it second down and about 5 from our own 35-yard line. And if you're hearing the band, that's because they're right beside us here, and we had the window open, so it's getting a little loud. Second and 5, Bryce Bailey in Wildcat formation. They'll send Hayes in motion. Bailey takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself off right tackle. He's got it room. Bryce Bailey up to the 45, 50. He's on the sideline, 35, 40, 35, 30. And he's running out of bounds and around the Marion 45. And there comes a flag. That's going to be a late hit. That's going to be 15 more. And the Royals are on the move.
And Bailey just stopped. And the guy ran into him. But, hey, that's what happens, you know.
But Bailey was out of bounds, and he stopped. And the defender trailing the play just plowed him. Although he didn't really mean to, I don't think. But that will be 15 more added on. And the Royals are sitting in prime field position now. He went out of bounds around the 25. So that, let's see.
It'll likely be half the distance.
That'll be half the distance. So we'll go down to around 12, 13-yard line, maybe somewhere in there. And we're waiting on the official call here. What a run by Bryce Bailey. Just took it off right guard and broke up the middle. Then cut it out to the sideline.
A couple quick notes from the Braves game. Acuna hit his 41st home run. McCann homered. No stolen bases for Acuna, though.
All right, there was a late hit on Marion. The penalty goes all the way down around the 13-yard line. Looks like it'll be 1st and 10 at the 13 right there. Just underway here in the fourth quarter. 11 minutes and 49 seconds to go. We're up 29-28. 1st and 10 from the Marion 13. Bailey in the shotgun. He'll send Hayes in motion. He'll take the snap and they blow it dead. What do we have here? Do we have a false start on Bleckley?
I didn't see where the flag went down.
Yes. A false start on Bleckley. It was. One of our wideouts moved. I think it may have been Marcus Brown because he was the one shaking his head. And that'll back them up 5. It'll be 1st and 15 now from the 18-yard line. What a game. 29-28, still a lot of time left in anybody's football game. And Bailey will stay in the Wildcat formation as Sasha goes wide left. And he has Hayes in the backfield with him. 1st and 15 from the 18-yard line. Bailey takes a snap. He's going to try to run left. Needs a block. He's not going to get it. Tries to cut back in. And he's going to lose yardage back to around the 20-yard line. Lost a 2 on the play. It's going to be second down and about 17 now. 11:32 to go in the game. And we're up 1. Now that was a huge play right there. And let's see, they do mark it at the 19-yard line, not the 20. So loss of only 1 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 14 now. And Sasser back in the quarterback now. They're going to run a wide out to the right, 1 to the left. Hayes is in the backfield with him. Second down and about 14. And they run a draw play to Hayes. Trying to get him on the right side. He cuts back in. He's inside the 15. Sit on his feet and reaches up to around the 13-yard line. He got the lost yardage back. He's going to be up third down and about 10 now. And James, we're in field goal range for Kearney or corner, but you want a touchdown here.
Yeah,
the way this game's going back and forth.
Well, anything you can do to add to your lead at this point. Anything you can do to add to your lead at this point.
Yep. All right, third down and about 10, just inside the 13. Sasser back in at quarterback. Now he'll send 2 wideouts to the left, 2 to the right. Hayes is in the backfield with him. Shotgun formation. Brown will come in motion. Sasser takes, he fakes, he's rolling to his left. He's looking, and he breaks one tackle. He's going to keep it, and he throws to the back of the end zone, and it's incomplete. He overthrew Marshall down there. Or Taylor, rather, number 10. Who is number 10? Is that Marshall?
Number 10 is Marshall,
Marshall, yeah. And incomplete. I thought Sasser was going to run with it, but he pulled up at the last second and threw it, and he overthrew Marshall in the corner of the end zone. And we're going to send the field goal unit on.
Well, I would say he did break away from the ground.
If it's set down, well, they blow it dead. We had offsides on Marion, so that'll move it 5 off. That'll move it a little bit closer. I still think you got to keep the field goal unit out here. It'd be 4th and 5.
Yeah. Because you need I guess you need, well, they got the ball spotted at 13.
And look at this. We're sending the offense back on the field. Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th and...
it's going to be 4th and about 5, looks like. We got to get around the 3-yard line for the first down.
Yeah, 4th and 5.
They're sending the offense back on the field. Interesting decision here by Coach Lessner. But I think he trusts his offense here in this situation. Sasser in the quarterback.
Trusts his defense a little bit too now.
2 wideouts on each side. Sasser takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's looking. Throws over the middle field. It's complete. Touchdown, Bleckley County! Touchdown, Bleckley County! He hit Marcus Brown on a post pattern right in the end zone. That tells me what I know. That makes it 35-28 with the extra point to come. He hit Marcus Brown on the post pattern right over the middle of the field. And now we will kick the extra point as the field goal unit comes back on the field.
I'm sorry, who caught that ball?
Marcus Brown caught it on a post pattern, slant post, whichever way you want to call it. He was about 2 yards deep in the end zone when he caught it. And Trey Corner on for the extra point. Another huge extra pointer here. There's the snap. It's set down. Kick is up. Kick is good. With 10. All right, welcome back everybody. With 10 minutes and 12 seconds to go, Bleckley leads 36-28. And Hugh Kearney set to kick it off. Back deep for Marion is number 15, Thomas, standing about his own 10-yard line. You might want to keep it away from him, James, because he is a threat too.
Yeah, absolutely is. They got 3 back, pretty wide. So Hugh Kearney chooses to kick it to.
So Kearney will kick it here. Still a long way to go, but the Royals lead by 8. Kearney approaches the ball, and then it's a high end-over-end kick, and they fumble it back there. Thomas picks it up around the 5, and he's going to need some blocking, and he's not going to get it, but he's trying to get outside and nothing doing. So he's bringing down shy of the 20. Thomas and it looked like number 5, Davis back there, both tried to catch it, and they fumbled it, but Thomas picked it up, and he did get it. He's going to be shy of the 20, I think. See where they put it down, maybe around 18. It's going to be 1st and 10. Yep, about the 18-yard line. With 10:03 to go, long way to go here. Bleckley up 36-28. Both teams have moved the football all night and put points up. But the Royals have had a couple of turnovers here. We recovered a fumble earlier in the game, and we just picked up a pass a while ago. And quick score update, James. Dodge County 27, Fitzgerald 24. I think on 5 minutes to go in that game. So
see if I can get the other scores from the region.
And Jones still in at quarterback for the Eagles. Apparently McKennan's night is done, as he was injured earlier in the 3rd quarter. He got split 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Thomas in the backfield with him. He'll give it to Thomas on. Oh, he faked it. He's going to keep it himself. Jones around the right side. And he's run out of bounds. That's a pretty good run up around the 25-yard line. A gain of about 7 maybe.
Got in 3rd quarter here. It says 21-7 Swainsboro over Washington County. Dublin and Brooks County leads 28-21 in 3rd quarter. I'm not sure if that's our most up to date. 56-6 is the final. Lee County over Southwest.
Jones shotgun, takes it. He gives it to Thomas on the read. He's hit behind the line. He's going to fall forward and get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. It's going to be 3rd down and 3 from about the 25. You can understand why Southwest will be playing Lee County anyway. Lee County, one of the strongest teams in the country, really.
Yeah, well, they went down there. Maybe they gave them a little bit of money as part of the game.
You get better by playing teams like that, but you have to take a whipping sometimes. About 3rd down and 3 from the 25. No gain on the play. Jones shotgun again with Thomas in the backfield with him. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. It's hard to see right here with these people on my way. Jones takes the snap. He's going to throw, throws quick out. It's complete up around the 30. And he's inside the 35 and brought down right around the 35. That is number 17 on the reception.
So
Johnny Walker.
May not have the distance of McCann or accuracy, but that one definitely was right on the money.
1st and 10 from the 35. We mark it right on the 35-yard line. 9:05 to go in the game. So a long way to go. Jones in the shotgun. Thomas in the backfield with him. He takes a snap and he gives it to Thomas on the read again. He's trying to get around the right side. He breaks 1 tackle and brought down up around the 37, maybe the 38. Gain of about 2 or 3. Depends on where they put it down. 8:44 and counting. They mark it at the 38-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and about 7. Bleckley leads 36-28.
Fourth ranked in single A, Marion County.
And Jones is in their 2nd string quarterback as their starter. McKenna was hurt earlier, but they've still moved the football leaving Jones in there. He takes the snap. He's wanting to throw. Flips out here to Thomas behind the line. He breaks 1 tackle, but he can't break the other. We're going to drive him down right about the line of scrimmage. No gain. It's going to be 3rd down.
I missed who got a hold of his waist, but that was number 49, Jacob Hill, that cleaned it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
No gain on the play. Going to be 3rd and 7 from the 38. We had him behind the line, and he broke out 1 tackle. Thomas has been the workhorse since McCann has went out.
I think they threw 1 pass with Kelly and 1 pass with Jones, and Jones carried the ball twice, but other than that, it's been a heavy dose of Thomas.
3rd down and 7. Big 3rd down right here. We could force a punt here, maybe. Jones in his shotgun. Empty backfield this time. Twins on each side of the field. He takes the snap. He's looking through. He's looking through. Flat. He's intercepted. We got a guy running with it down the far sideline. We need a blocker. He's not going to get, but he's running out of bounds up around the 15-yard line.
I believe that was number 20, John Newberg, with the interception.
Wow, and it looked like Jones threw it right to him. Well, we got a late flag over there. Very late flag.
Excessive celebration.
We got a very late flag. The turnover will count, but it may be excessive celebration on the Royals.
That's mainly going to be because we were right in front of their bench doing it.
And who number 20? Who
Number
was that?
20, John Newberg.
Newbern. Okay, Newbern on the interception. And he almost took it to the house, but they caught him right around the 15-yard line. And the flag came in way late. And it is unsportsmanlike conduct.
I believe that's who it was.
Bleckley. Yeah, it was number 20 because they were all mobbing him when he comes to the sideline.
Okay.
And the penalty's all the way back out to the Marion 32-yard line.
I knew there was a 0, and I saw 10 and 30 jumping around too when they got back over here, so I'm just making sure.
But what a play, what a turn of events here. 7:26 to go in the game. Bleckley up 36-28. We just intercepted a pass, and the penalty moves it back to the 32, but it's 1st and 10.
It looked a bit like that's who the intended receiver was, because that pass was just a little bit off from where
it hit Newbern right between the 2 and the 0, and he couldn't help but catch it.
Yeah.
Bailey is in the Wildcat formation. Now Sasser's dropped out wide to the right here. He'll send Hayes in motion. Bailey takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself, trying to get up the right side. Cuts up to the right. He's up to the 30, cuts back in. And he's brought down around the 26-yard line. He just ran over a guy, but the guy that he ran over actually made the tackle.
Well, I think we're going to see a heavy dose of Bailey and Hayes here, and maybe some Williams.
And you don't have to get in a hurry here. You got the lead and the ball.
No, I doubt unless we get to a 3rd and long, we're not going to be throwing the ball.
And we go under 7 minutes right there. And 2nd down and about 5. Bailey's still in the Wildcat. He takes the snap, going to keep it again right up the gut, cut back to the right side, and he's near the 1st down, up around the 21-yard line. I think he got it. Yeah, he did. 1st down, Bleckley. He had to get to the 22, and he got to the 21. James, I may have to stand up because the fans are standing in front of us, and it's so hard to see, and you can't blame them, really. I'm gonna hold the mic here. Hopefully everybody can hear us. So 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line for Bleckley. 6:44 to go in the game. We lead at 36-28. No need to get in a big hurry here. Sasser back in at quarterback now. Twins to the left. Hayes in the backfield with him. He takes a snap. He gives it to Hayes on the read, trying to get him on the left side. Gets a block. Cuts back in. He's inside the 15. He's near around the 12-yard line, maybe 13 or 12. Going to be close to a first down. I think it'll be shy. Let's see what he spotted. He may be around the 10-yard line away. One official standing there. And I think they have an injured player, James. Yes, they do. They got an injured player down there. That's what the hold-up is. And the ball is spotted inside the 10. First and goal. Bleckley just inside the 10-yard line, but they have an injured player, so we're going to hold on here for just a moment. Can't tell who it is on the far side over there. But, James, the touchdown here is huge. I mean, really huge.
Yeah, it would, especially up 8. Putting it down 2
a
scores.
2-score lead, yep. Even a field goal puts you up 2 scores,
absolutely.
But you'd rather have the touchdown. And
you want to run some time.
You want to eat some clock, yeah.
Yeah, you want to eat some clock, put some points on the board. That's your goal on this drive.
So no need to be in a hurry once play does resume. I mean,
I doubt they'll throw the ball.
No, and there's not a play clock visible, so the officials keeping it on the game. But you know, one of our coaches is keeping up with it because that's what you do. You have a coach that keeps up with the play clock for you. So you don't want to get in a big hurry here. You want to eat some clock, and of course you always want to, put the ball in the end zone. That's always the objective.
But cannot tell who that is.
But they're still tending one of their players on the far side. He's laying around the 12-yard line,
looks like they're
right on the sideline.
Leg, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe cramps potentially.
So last score we had was Dodge County 27, Fitzgerald 24, and there was like 5 minutes to go in that game. Well, and as soon as I say that, I get an update here. Dodge County 27, Fitzgerald 27, 3 minutes to go in that one. So sounds like we got a barn burner in Fitzgerald just like we do here. And a young man is up walking off the field. He's favoring his right leg, maybe, James?
Yeah.
He's back behind. He's behind the players, about the 35-yard line right there, walking towards the bench. But it's 1st and goal from just inside the 10 for Bleckley. And we're in that power formation now with the 2 big linemen standing in front of Bryce Bailey. Hayes is behind Bailey. They're behind the clock. Hayes goes in motion. Bailey takes the snap, going to keep it himself. He cuts back in the middle of the field. He's inside the 10. He's near the 5, still on his feet, and he's driving back. He's around the 5-yard line.
He left over a couple of players, and then he ended up going left and picked up a couple extra yards that way.
I think they marked it right at the 5-yard line. Going to be 2nd and goal right there. We're under 6 minutes to go now, 5:55 and counting. And again, you don't want to get in a big hurry here. 2nd goal from about the 5. Same formation with those 2 big linemen over. Hayes goes in motion. Bailey takes the snap, flips it out to Hayes behind the line. Hayes is at the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Bleckley County! Hayes got in the corner of the end zone down there. And that will make it 42-28 with the extra point to come. That's going to go as a running play, James, even though he threw it.
That ball was thrown back.
He threw it backwards. It was officially a running play by Hayes, a 5-yard run. Makes it 42-28. 5:41 to go in the game. Trey Corner on for the extra point. And James, our offense has not been stopped here in the second half. We have moved the ball every drive. There's the snap that's set down. Kick is up, and the kick is good. We'll take a quick timeout and be right back. Bleckley leads it 43-28. You're listening to Royal Football on the Royal Football Network. All right, welcome back to everybody. We're at 5:41 to go in the game. Bleckley leads Marion by a score of 43-28. And Hugh Kearney will kick it off for the Royals. And back deep for the Eagles is number 15, Thomas. He's standing about his own 10-yard line. And you want to might want to keep it away from him. So the Royals we have scored. Well, we'll get to that in just a moment. Carney ready to kick it off here. And he approaches and it's a high end of ring kick. Thomas will field it inside the 10, about the 8. He's up to the 10, the 15, cuts to the midfield, and he's brought down just over the 20-yard line, about the 22-yard line. And James, here in the second half, we have outscored Marion 29-6. Well, that was 22 to 14 and a half.
Yeah, they were struggling.
And of course they had some turnovers. Yeah,
we were playing some good defense.
And our defense has played well. And of course, they did lose their starting quarterback to an injury.
Well, but we were up 29-28 when we went out. So
no, we were
22 all when he
went out. It was tied up when he went out. You're right, because they came down to score and took the lead briefly. But anyway, here we go. First and 10 from the 23-yard line now for Marion. Jones in at quarterback. Thomas is in the backfield with him. Long count. He takes a low snap. He picks it up and gives it to Thomas, trying to get around the left side. He's going to get about the 25, tries to cut back, and brought down around the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 6 on the play. And 5:33 and counting. So the clock is your friend here if you're Bleckley. But it's your enemy if you mark it at the 29. It'll be 2nd and 4. We got a final. Swainsboro 27-7 over Washington. Kind of a surprise there. Not that they won, but to score like it is. Yeah. Swainsboro's got a good team, but I didn't think it'd be that bad. 2nd down and about 4. Jones in the shotgun. Empty backfield this time. He'll send a man in motion. That's Kelly. Low snap. Jones picks it up. Going to try to keep it himself. Trying to get around the right side. We miss him in the backfield. He's still on his feet. And we bring him down about the line of scrimmage. No gain. He might have got a yard to the 30.
It was a low tackle. Nice tackle by Marshall over there.
It was a low snap, and Jones picked it up, and we had a shot at him in the backfield, but he got away. And no gain on the play. Going to be 3rd and 4 from the 29 with 4:45 and counting here. They have 2 timeouts remaining, but we're up 43-28. We have a 15-point lead here. And they're in really no big hurry, James. They're taking their time here. It's 3rd down and about 4. Jones in the shotgun. He has Thomas in the backfield with him. Long count. And he takes the snap. He's wanting to throw. Throws out here in the flat, and he completed. Oh, he's way out in front of the receiver. He missed him by a long shot, number 81.
And number 81 is Jamil King. Had several big catches tonight.
And that's going to be 4th down. Now, let's see. They're going to send the punting unit on here. They're down by 15 with 4:19 to go. I would not buy this if I'm Coach Lassiter. I'm playing punt safe.
Well, you got to think, too, they got a couple of injuries. Yeah. They got to go into region play here pretty soon.
And they may be, you're right, they may be thinking ahead of time.
Yeah, they may be thinking ahead because a loss to us, if we're playing well, is not going to hurt them.
They are lined up to punt. Right, there's a high snap, and they do kick it. Pretty good punt. Bryce Bailey going to let it hit and roll, and it takes a Marion roll inside the Bleckley 35 and around the 31 or 32-yard line. So now, James, you're going to see a heavy dose of running the football out of the thing. Just try to run this clock out.
Absolutely. I mean, you got 3 running backs who have been carrying the ball well tonight. And 4 if you count Taylor in there, too. He's been carrying the ball, too. So you got options for carrying the ball.
I think the pass plays in the game plan have been scratched at this point in time.
Yeah. Again, unless you get to a 3rd and long, but even then, at this point, up 15 points, there's no reason. You just punt the ball away.
You punt the ball and,
protect the ball and then punt it away.
We'll see how they use their timeouts. We're down to 4:07 to go in the game. We have it 1st and 10 from our own 31.
Both teams have 2 timeouts.
And Dominic Sasser didn't go, that's Marcus Brown over wide. Sasser's wide left. And Bailey in the Wildcat, nobody in the backfield with him, so you know what he's fixing to do. He takes a snap, Bailey's just going to keep it himself up the middle, and not much, if anything. Well, he's going to be stopped right there.
Being in the Wildcat with no exchange, there's less likelihood of a mishap, in the handoff or, just not securing the ball. So,
final score here, Dublin 49, Brooks 35.
Wow.
So I got that one right on my picks. I picked Dublin to win that one. 2nd and 10, no gain on the play at all, no gain whatsoever. We're down to 3:38 And Coach Lassiter and company they're going to eat clock here and run this football.
Well, have you entered the win Terry Bradshaw's money yet?
No, I do this. It's on Georgia High School Daily has one every week. There's the snap to Bailey. He's going to keep it again. He's dragged down from behind, but he's going to fall forward and get a yard or so up to around the 32, gain of about 1. It's going to be third down right there. And they gave him about almost to the 33. It's going to be third down in about 8. And we're reaching the 3-minute mark, 3:05 now. We'll be under 3 minutes before we snap this. And that's all Coach Lassiter wants.
That's the Marion County side. Fans have started.
I see a few of them heading towards the exits.
Yeah, starting to head out.
And like
it's not as dense as it was over there.
One thing about this game, do they still go by the point system in A-ball for the playoffs? They still have that point system?
I'm not sure. Of course, they split it.
Because it helps them play in a double-A school. They'll get points for that.
Yeah, but you got a private and a public when you get to the playoffs, too. We're going to call a timeout.
And Bleckley will call a timeout. We had Sasser back in the quarterback. I wouldn't think he would throw here, but
no, he's got Hayes back there behind him. Most likely a handoff there.
Clock is at 2:36 here. Bleckley leads 43-28. We have it 3rd and 8 from our own 33. But with that point system, even playing a higher school, win or lose, you get points, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
So we just got a text message from Mr. Jesse Peavy. Says sounding good, internet working okay. Yes and no. Mr. Jesse, if you can hear me, yes and no, and we'll explain that later.
Since he's listening,
we'll go ahead.
Let's make sure that he knows that he's available to play, or that he's got to be coming out of the bullpen next week, because I will not be available.
Mr. Jesse, listen up. You got to start warming up. You got 1 week to get ready. I need you to help me next Friday night. Mr. James will not be able to make it.
I don't want to read all those names for the homecoming court. No, just kidding.
It will be homecoming next week as the Royals return home to take on the Northeast to open the region play.
I think last year for homecoming I showed up late, just in time for it, and had to read me and you, and I forget who was doing it with us, but we shared them.
Yeah. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 8. Now we will put Bryce Bailey back in the Wildcat again. Sasser going out wide to the right. 2:36 to go in the game. Bailey takes a snap. He fakes. He's going to roll to his left. He's looking to throw. But he really throw or not. Now he's going to pull it down and run. And they run him out of bounds. That's going to stop the clock.
That's where he's got to know to slide down. And
he should have ran back towards the middle of the field if he's going to do that.
Yeah.
So the clock was stopped with 2:27 to go. And Coach Lassiter was not happy with that decision at all.
Yeah, honestly, if he just slid down, his foot down, you run another 30 seconds off the clock, 2:27 to go.
It's going to be, he gained up to about the 37. It's going to be 4th and about 4.
We picked up a lot of listeners in the last since the Braves game ended.
So we're up 4th and 4 from the 37. We're going to have to punt. Clock has stopped. And is that Thomas back deep for them? I think it is. It looks like him.
Looks like number 1.
Okay.
They don't have number 1 on the roster.
He gets the kickoff. Pretty good punt. Going to hit on about the Marion 35. Takes a Bleckley roll inside the 30. Still rolling near around the 27-yard line. Maybe the 26. And they'll down it right there. Marion will have it 1st and 10 with 2:16 to go in the game. And Bleckley up 43-28. And boy, James, we're up to 61 listeners at the moment. We appreciate that. Again, Fitzgerald 30, Dodge 27 final. Fitzgerald kicked a 49-yard field goal with 3 seconds to go to win that one. And, of course, Mr. Jesse Peavy said we're sounding good. So 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Well, let's see where they put it down. It is the 25 for Marion. I thought it rolled dead around the 26. Jones in at quarterback. Twins to the left. One got to the right. Thompson's in the backfield with him. They do have 2 timeouts. Low snap again, and Jones can't pick it up. Now he does, and he's going to try to run with it. And we're going to sack him way behind the line. Flag there.
Face mask.
That's going to be either a face mask or a horse collar. I couldn't tell. It looked like it may have been a face mask.
Yeah, I think he got his face mask because he got him around the shoulders and just happened to grab him as he went down.
He had him tackled back inside the 20, but that's going to erase that. It did run down to 2:08 on the clock, however. That snap was so low on the ground, Jones picked it up and dropped it. Couldn't pick it up, and he finally did pick it up.
And that was an accidental face mask because he was on the ground pretty much. He just couldn't the defender, I couldn't tell who it was, just didn't want to go down with him.
The penalty's up to the 35, be 1st and 10 right there. And I'll be interested to see if they wind this clock as the clock was running on the penalty. I don't think, they will wind it. So we'll go under 2 minutes here momentarily before they snap it because they're not even ready. We're down to 2:01. They're at 2-minute mark now. He's rolling to his right. Jones is going to keep it running himself. Tries to cut back to the middle of the field. Breaks one tackle. Still on his feet. Up to the 40 and brought down around the 44. We're about a yard shy of the first down. But one thing it does, James, it keeps that clock running. We're down to 1:35.
Yeah, it looks
barring
like
anything crazy, the Royals may have this one. I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself.
I'm seeing some new numbers out there that I don't think I've seen out there on defense before for the Royals.
It's second and a yard.
Either that or I wasn't paying attention to all the numbers.
Second and a yard from the 44. They got to get to the 45. We're down to 1:15 and counting. They're in no hurry. We're up by 15 points. Jones in the shotgun, second and a yard. They'll send him man in motion. He takes the snap and he fakes. He's going to keep himself on the draw. We hit him behind the line, and he's going to be lose a yard back to about the 43-yard line. It's going to be third down and about 2 right there.
Yeah, that was number 8, Willie Chambers on the tackle.
We're under a minute, and they're in a hurry to stop it. Just like the Bleckley's going to take this one with us. They give him the line of scrimmage. They say he didn't lose anything. Third and a yard now from the 44. But we're down to 42 seconds, and they're in no hurry, so it looks like the Royals are going to get out of here with a victory. Third down and about a yard. We're down to 35 seconds. Bleckley up by 15 points. Jones in the shotgun. We run a guy off very late, but he makes it. Long count. There's the snap. Jones gives it to Thomas on the read. He's hit behind the line. Nothing doing. He's going to lose yardage. It's going to be fourth down from about the 43.
And that's going to be the last.
That's going to be the last play of the game unless they hurry up and run a play. Remember, folks, we'll be home next week to open up region play against the Northeast Raiders. It will be homecoming, and
they're heading off the field now.
They are not going to run a play. That will be the game. The Royals come on the road and get a huge victory over the number 14 in Class A football by a final score of 43-28. And just like last year, James, it was an offensive battle pretty much all night.
Absolutely. I mean, back and forth all night, just like last year. Bleckley County pulled away in the end, scoring 29 in the second half. And, you know, you hate to see, I hope that the Cannon's okay, not just for him, but for their team.
Right.
Because they seem to be a different team.
Right, yeah, they're definitely going to need him back. Jones came in and, he did what he could, but he wasn't very effective. Thomas was the workhorse for him after that.
Absolutely.
But, McCannon did walk off under his own power, but like we said, they did take him out. He did not return. And be kind of handshake line at midfield now. So good sportsmanship by both sides right now. During the game we had a little chat back and forth, but nothing real serious. Marion County, do they open their region play next week, or do you know?
Hold on, I got their schedule right here somewhere.
But a big victory by the Royals tonight, and by a score of 43-28, we go to 3-1 on the year, and we open up region play next week, which is when it really starts to count for us.
Yeah, they're at Manchester next week. I don't think they have. That might be their.
Is that a region for them? I'm not sure. Manchester isn't too far from here, though, is it?
No, it's not.
We got a long ride home
tonight. 2 or 3A. So, but an hour and a half for y'all. I got about 5 minutes up the road to my parents' house where I'm staying.
Oh, you staying here tonight?
I'm staying here tonight.
I'm not.
I decided I want to drive it home.
What a second half by the Royals. We put up 29 points in the second half, and we did pretty much stop their. They stopped their offense. They did lose their quarterback, but our defense played well in the second half. Had a couple of turnovers, and Marion County just couldn't get on track once McCannon.
Yeah, we got to running the ball. We're able to pull them in a little bit and then go for that pass.
Yeah.
And it worked. So.
And now Coach Lassiter will bring the Royals over in front of the band to sing the alma mater. He does that every game, win or lose, at home or on the road. And then we'll get out of here. James, me and I got a long ride home, and you don't. If you want to stay and talk, you can.
No, I'm good. I will not be there next Friday. Hopefully Mr. Jesse will be.
If not, I'll shake the bushes.
Yep, we'll find somebody. And I might be there late, but, it'll be towards the end. So,
but tune in next week, folks. If you can't make it, it will be opening game for the region and homecoming as well. And remember, next week, students will be doing pranks, homecoming pranks. Just be careful out here. Don't get hurt. Don't damage anybody's property. It's all in fun. Let's keep it in fun. We'll see you next week. You've been listening to Royal Football on the Royal Football Network. Good night, everybody.